Reacting to TommyInnit on Impulsive. Let's go.
No, I haven't had a girlfriend.
So every time you talk about girls,
It's funny, isn't it?
but it's cap.
What do you mean by it's cap?
What?
That's cap.
That's cap.
You confuse me, Logan.
I hope this is not just like an hour and a half of the UK and the US slanging past each other the whole time. I have to say though, I am a bit jealous of UK slang. I feel like it's a bit more fun. It's probably just because I haven't heard it as much. Like, UK slang is so much fun. US slang, like bruh and cap and stuff, it's okay. I just think that like the UK slang hits you a little bit differently, probably because I haven't heard it as much, and I feel like I'm in an episode of like Peaky Blinders or something, you know?
Less of a
It's
man.
beautiful.
100%.
Because of how many men and cameras and just production value they have here at True Geordie Enterprises.
Yeah,
Are we poor?
There's a chance.
I'm not poor.
Oh, that's Tommy.
TommyInnit.
What's up, guys? It's the richest man going.
I believe it.
Is that right before we started? Can I say
I
this?
feel like Tommy doesn't spend money on anything except for his computer, and that's it. And everything else is just probably in like Ethereum or something, yeah?
Yeah.
You just said to me, let's not talk about money too much. And then the first thing you said.
All you have to know about me is I do it for the money.
Yeah.
Well, that's all I do. I
I
just love
hate
money.
Minecraft.
Right.
Hate it.
I believe you, Tommy. No,
Thank you.
I want to let you know. So, quick context. Welcome back to Impulsive, the number one podcast in the world. Thank you guys for listening, watching, viewing, and subscribing.
What's up, Impulsive?
What's up?
We're so happy to have you,
Logang.
Tommy. Logan,
Thank you.
dude.
Logang
goes
for
on, by the
life.
way.
Does it, though?
I get the.
Jake Pauler's down bad. Logan.
I swear to God, I get the occasional. Yo, Logang for life. Still,
I'm in the low gang.
I bet you probably were.
No, I still am. I'm the only one.
You're leading the pack by yourself.
Yeah. No, I am the only low gangster going.
Yeah, we had a good run, but we're happy
Tommy's
to have.
like, I had a whole Discord. I did everything in it. I was admin privileges. Everybody left. I'm the only one. I keep it active though. I post 3 times an hour. In
I'll be on
fact,
Impulsive, dude. This is next up.
Thank you.
And yeah, we've been on a bit of a bender, Tommy. I'll be honest with you, bro. You're getting the worst of us.
What's a bender?
Okay, so this is gonna be good because I'll be your older bro.
Logan,
Right.
I aspire to be like you.
I hope you don't.
No, I do.
I hope
Not right now, man.
Not right
Not
now.
I want to do everything you've ever done.
Tommy's like, I have my tickets booked to Japan right now. I'm super excited. I've been filming vlogs. We're going to vlog in Japan. I've got a particular scenic mountain I was thinking we could do a bit of an excursion on. Maybe a little casual hike through the woods.
No.
You ever
What
had
up,
a Manic
Arnav?
episode?
What's a
before?
manic episode?
Yeah, mate, just don't
Like
do
a
it.
podcast?
It's like a mental.
Like where we get all crazy.
It's like a
Start telling crazy jokes.
Which was gonna happen.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I having a manic episode right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's fucking go, boys.
Nah, I'm definitely having a manic episode. I've been sent into a creative tornado in my brain, and it's been happening for like 2 weeks. And I've been on a bender, which is basically a nonstop drinking, smoking, partying, no sleep, prolonged period of time. It's a bender.
You ever met a meth head before?
That's basically me.
Is meth big in the UK? I never hear about drugs in the UK. I only ever hear about like drinking. So like, if anybody knows about benders with booze, I feel like it's the UK scene, right? But I never hear about like any drug use except for like cocaine I hear about, and then ketamine. Is that like, I never hear about meth or crack in the UK. Is that true?
You've just met one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Without
sounds
the,
fun.
Drew?
Without the meth, though, meth is not though.
Well, as long as you're happy, Logan.
I'm not.
Let's change that. That's why I'm here.
Okay, how are you gonna make me
Therapy.
happy?
Let's talk about Pokemon cards.
This
What
guy-
other meaningful things?
This guy gets
Sharp.
It's crazy because you're 17 years old, dude.
Yeah.
But you function and you talk, and even just like how you.
Like a 30-year-old man.
Yeah, you really do.
Yeah.
Like, do you have an older brother?
Nope.
No.
I'm an only child.
Do you have parents?
I do have parents.
Same.
I'm no orphan.
Same.
Yeah. Okay.
And then so how because
I do have parents.
you're so you. At 17 years old. No, bro, you laugh, but I look at you, I'm like, yo, this kid's got like way too much confidence for 17. First thing you did, bro, you came in here, I watched you, we've been here for 5 minutes. You challenged both me and Jordy to a fight within 5 minutes of being here. You looked Jordy in the eyes and you said, I think I could take you.
Well, I just know I could. Logan, if you ever need a new boxing partner that isn't Floyd Mayweather, I will crush you. and I will film it, and I will clickbait it. I'm just
Would you
saying.
guys rather fight Logan or True Jordy? It's weird to me because like Logan's definitely a better boxer, definitely a better fighter, but for some reason the idea of True Jordy and just the way he looks scares the hell out of me. Like honestly, we could start a Pokemon evolution tree with TommyInnit, Jake Paul, Logan Paul, True Jordy, and I feel like that would actually be a pretty relatively like good evolution tree, wouldn't it? Like Jordy looks like the fully evolved form of Logan Paul, doesn't he?
And
I believe him.
I told you this before
it's
the pod.
not confidence, it's just facts.
I'm going to tell you again, Tommy. You are that guy, pal.
What does that guy... Before the podcast, Logan kept telling me, you're that guy. You go poggers and pog. And I'm like, what is that guy?
I'll tell you. Tommy, take your phone out right now. Tweet something. Anything. Tweet.
Dude, I don't have Twitter on my phone. I can Instagram story. I got rid of it because it's like...
What?
That's probably a good
What?
point,
You got rid
honestly.
of Twitter?
Off my phone. I've got it on my laptop. It's fucking...
So you tweet from a laptop?
Yeah, I tweet whenever I'm home.
That's kind of weird, Tommy.
Yeah,
don't
that
want
just
Twitter
changed
on
That's
that.
like 2010 shit, baby. I like it though. I think that's smart. You don't want to carry that negativity around with you, right? Like we all know Twitter is by far the most negative social media in existence. That carrying you in your pocket probably weights you down like substantially. You can measure the negative karma just seeping out of your phone from Twitter when you have as many haters as Tommy does, right? What up, Joiner? What up, everybody?
I feel like that changed the dynamic.
Yeah, I don't
You don't want Twitter on your phone.
There's a chance you're not that guy anymore.
All of a sudden, I noticed your hair in that comment. It's like,
Your
it's
hair?
poofy, it's voluminous.
you have great hair.
Logan.
Mike, you can't hate.
It is good. You know what's funny?
What?
Every young influencer, circa 15, well, no, age like 15 to 21, they start with the poofy hair. You're in poof hair phase.
That's
It's
true.
like parents' evening.
Pretty much, dude. So he was born in the Jurassic period, and I could be your father.
No one gives Jimmy Neutron enough credit for starting the hair trends that launched every YouTuber. Also, Mike shouldn't criticize Tommy's hair. Tommy has more hair than Mike ever lost, you know?
Really? How old are you?
28.
That's
You're
way
11
off.
years older
Nah,
than me.
brother. Let me just correct him. That's way off.
I'm
That's not his age.
Why
I
did I
told you.
pick
I
such a-
told you just a few moments
28.
ago that he's happy. It's not his age. He's not 28.
28.
28's a
No,
good age,
he's not.
man.
He's 26. He's in the middle of
You're
a
9
a
years older
crisis.
than me.
Dude, you were born in 2004.
That's nuts to me. That's crazy.
Well done, Logan.
Dude, no.
That's actually disgusting. That's disgusting.
Proud of you, bud.
Yo,
That's
honestly, the only way to
disgusting,
describe that's offensive.
Honestly.
Yo, when you were born, I was banging crack rocks behind the Milford Public Library, bro. I was already fucking knee deep in prostitutes and God knows what. And you were in 2004.
It's actually fucked up, Tommy.
Why
We're
would you
knee
do that?
deep in prostitutes. How? Let's talk about that.
No, let's not.
Let's talk about
But
that.
how did you end up being so young?
No, that's cool. No.
How'd you end up being so young?
So young.
Look, you know, that's a really interesting take. I have no answer for you.
You were probably just born in 2004.
Yeah, I was just kind of born.
Yeah. So listen,
What's he
Tommy,
gonna say? Like, my mom got a little frisky. One night she drank a couple of extra glasses of vino than she normally does. Gave my dad the eye. They were both a little too tipsy. The birth control methodology slipped and out popped me 9 months. Like, how was he supposed to answer that?
I do want to. We gotta balance genuine and jokes, and
Sure,
I really do want to know, like, how are you so? Where does this confidence come from?
That's a good
And
question.
even just the way you speak, you're articulate. You're smart. You're intelligent, and you're only 17 years old. And we didn't give context for people who don't know who you are.
I'm me.
You are you. And also, you're crushing it, dude.
Thank you.
You're crushing it right now.
Have you guys noticed that every American YouTuber starts like copying all of the same slang that Gary Vaynerchuk uses? Like I've heard so many fucking YouTubers. They all say, "Oh, crushing it, bro." Like if you watch Gary Vaynerchuk Instagram stories, he's like a influencing marketing guru, right? But it's funny because like every influencer starts talking like Gary Vaynerchuk like 6 months after him. If he starts using a new slang term, like let's say he starts saying like, "Oh man, this guy's going to poof up." In 6 months, every fucking YouTuber starts saying poofed up out of nowhere. It's crazy. It's like Gary Vaynerchuk. Every American YouTuber uses the exact same slang. What up, Sabby?
He mentioned you take out your phone, you do a tweet, bro. Every tweet you do, regardless of whether it's like something value based or like an emoji, gets
500,000 likes.
hundreds of thousands of likes and favorites. You have 33% engagement on
That's
Instagram,
nuts, dude.
which is
That's
fucking
nuts.
unheard of. You have 3 million followers, your photos get 1 million likes, bro. That's
Insane.
I don't know if there is better engagement on Instagram, right? It's typically between 5 and 10%. You're popping.
Thanks.
Where does it come from, Tom? You're doing great, but why?
Why am I doing so great? Wow, Logan. So second question me about. Why do you think? So this is.
Tommy, I'm gonna be honest.
Tommy goes, you know what? Instead of me talking about how great I am, I'm gonna fish for some compliments. I saw you fishing with the Sidemen. I know you like to fish when you come to the UK, Logan. So I'm gonna fish, but for some compliments.
Dude, I don't follow you on Instagram or YouTube.
Don't follow me.
I will. After this podcast, I wanted to get to know you first.
Sure.
And I know you're hilarious. That's what I know about you. But I don't follow your content. I like you. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, we've been going back and forth in the texts. I've been giving you some big bro advice. Remember what I told you today, Tommy?
Yeah, I was out at the park with my friends, and you went, go do some rebel shit. Go ring on doorbells. And I went, Logan, that's irresponsible, Logan. And you went, nah, dude, no, you got to go do it. And I went, it wasn't good advice, Logan.
It was.
It wasn't good advice.
You're too buttoned up, Tommy.
I'm not buttoned up.
You are,
I'm
dude.
buttoned down.
You're not.
I'm loose. I hate jokes.
What?
I like being real.
You're buttoned up,
I'm
Tommy.
I'm not
authentic.
buttoned up.
You need to get some. You need some dirt on your hands, dude.
You're right. I need to. What was your phrase? Drowning in prostitutes.
Prostitutes, yeah, knee deep, knee deep, knee deep.
Knee deep was.
Can
the
you do a beard?
terminology.
Have you ever tried a beard?
Yeah, I have to shave in the morning. I don't want a beard.
You are lying.
Give me a couple years. I'll do something terrible. Then I'll grow a beard, and then everyone will go. I get that guy. I get him now. He's an adult
No,
now.
the
I can
beard.
relate
The
to
beard
something
is
like
what
that.
gets you out of the terrible. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you get the beard after.
Or I get a cat.
You can do that.
That's how I get out. I'm saving it. I'm saving it for when I do something.
Tommy, I told you also today, which is what I thought you were gonna say, that the fastest dollar earned is the dollar saved. You know.
Yeah.
And you just responded with something like poggers or something.
Well,
Why are you
I was
this?
on the train trying to think of Minecraft ideas, and you're like, dude, I'm going to change your life. I'm like, Logan, I don't need life changing right now. I need some water. I was thirsty at the time.
Bro, he is so before we came on the show today, we were like, we're gonna throw
I feel like Logan wants to mentor him so badly, and Tommy's just like, dog, I'm doing good. I do not need it. Logan's like, I want a little brother. Tommy's like, I just want a friend. I just want you to be my friend, right?
smoke bombs to try to just like, I stole your water.
Unsettle me.
Fuck you, man.
Smoke
Why
bomb
would
me.
you do that?
I said we were gonna throw smoke bombs and try to like run the dynamic. You're running the dynamic.
Thank you.
You're controlling this shit. This is your show.
This is my podcast, and what questions do I have for you? Why do you go out partying?
Ooh, fair point.
Why don't you sit at home and
Went from
make
impulsive to
videos.
intervention really
Well, I just
quickly.
want to know. You're very interesting fellas. It isn't a lifestyle I'm very familiar with. I have quite a lack of perspective on things. So when I get 20, shall I go out and do hard crack? Like, is it good? Is it worthwhile?
Should I do a bunch of hard drugs and pick up a numerous venereal diseases from low-class prostitutes on the side of the road?
Will I regret it in my late 40s, Logan? I want to know you.
Yes,
Logan.
you will. You will.
Bro, I don't do crack.
Why?
I just don't.
Why?
I
If I
actually
really
don't
want
do
to.
crack. I won't do. I've never
Okay.
done it. I never
Okay,
will.
Logan.
I swear to God.
Okay.
I'll be honest with you. I'll
Be
be
honest with me. That's all I've ever wanted.
I will. I've never done crack, cocaine.
Okay.
Never will. I just the method of ingestion. Anything right to the brain scares me. I feel like you have no idea what I'm talking about. This is why
Except punches. Except punches. Punches to the brain, no worries. Eat those up like candy. It's just drugs to the brain. That's the problem. What up, New
you gotta
Zealand?
get dirty, bro. But not drugs. I'm saying like, Tommy, go have some fun. When's the last time you had fun? Some real fun.
Tommy has fun
No.
on
You go to the park with your
Minecraft.
boys, store a disc or something.
You ever bought an NFT?
Why would I buy an NFT?
A lot of people doing it.
Really?
It just sounds like a drug dealer.
Weird, man.
No, investing. You gotta be safe. S&P 500, man.
Hey, baby. Thank you. VOO boys in the chat. VOO boys. I don't have the smarts. I don't pretend to understand things. S&P 500 mofo busting all over VOO. I grabbed that. VOO. All in chat, I was expecting you guys to get really excited with me. No one in chat got excited for VOO. When my stonk boys, my ETF boys, and no, everyone's like, shut the fuck up, Wesley. You're just saying acronyms.
You don't want to do NFTs and crypto.
Are
Yeah,
you
yes,
in
you do.
Are you in stocks?
Not yet, but I don't know. It doesn't interest me very much. I just want to go out and fucking
And do what though? And go out and what?
I don't know. Go out and speak to girls,
Kathy.
Logan, and
You talk-
do alcohol. I'm gonna underage drink, and then I'm gonna film it.
You
and
told
post
me
it on TikTok.
You told me
Thank you, Dora. Thank
that
you.
you drink tequila.
Well, that's all
Whoa.
I do. I'm a raging alcoholic, Logan. You should know this about me. Why is everyone... Stop laughing.
You're funny, dude. You
Thank
should
you,
you should
Logan.
you should potentially consider a career in comedy.
Oh, I really like... Logan, you are known... You're in a Bo Burnham song, Logan. That's how I know you.
No, it's not.
You're in that funny... Logan, you're part of the funny feeling.
I know.
How do you
Is he
feel
really in a
about-
Bo Burnham song? I feel like that's like a high and a low all at the same time. Because Bo Burnham is such a legend, but I feel like it's never a good thing if he's singing about you. Bo Burnham doesn't release... It's kind of like Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift's never released a song that's something like, my ex-boyfriend was so amazing. It just doesn't hit the same way. Like, if you're in a Taylor Swift song, you know that she's saying some really bad stuff about you, like, as a human being. If you're in a Bo Burnham song, it's kind of the same thing, except it's like just you and what you represent that he's tearing down as like some type of zeitgeist for why there's problems in the world, and you're kind of the culmination of it, which is like in some ways worse than a Taylor Swift song. Like, it's pretty much fucking brutal. Either one, you're just done. What up, Montessar?
How was that?
I feel like I'm a very easy butt of a joke. I feel
You
like
are.
often
Yeah.
my name, I'm a butt for sure. My name is just like thrown out there as like the butt of a joke. Like, bro,
Are you
fucking
upset with Bo?
I'm upset with Jimmy Kimmel, dude. Bo, I get it. I'm upset with Jimmy Kimmel for real. You know
He's
who
not
that is?
funny. That's
yeah,
why.
Yeah, James, isn't it?
The talk
Like,
show-
Bo Burnham's funny. If you're the butt of a joke and it's like a funny joke, you can't get mad at it. Jimmy Kimmel is just like criminally unfunny. So I feel like that would annoy me too, because a joke that's not funny is just someone being a dick, you know? Like, he's just not funny. Bo Burnham's hilarious.
Oh,
Big
shit.
Kimmel.
Yeah, James K.
JK.
Facts
JK,
Supreme.
yeah. Yeah, good old Jimmy.
Do you know him?
Yeah. So I went on a show. He was fortunate enough. He invited me on, his late night show. I opened up to him, dude. I talked about me missing my testicle. Like, it was some serious conversation.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, and
I'm just too young. I didn't...
no, it's fine.
Cool,
You
sorry.
can watch it
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Okay. I will.
He was like, I was actually in the womb when you made that appearance, Logan. I hadn't yet graced the world with my presence.
You have YouTube
Yeah, I dabble.
on your phone or just
I have it
desktop?
on my phone. No, I have it on my phone.
Cool. So, cool. No, bro. He went on a show recently, and he made a joke. He said me and Donald Trump are the worst people on earth. You fucking asshole,
saw
Jimmy
it. I
Kimmel.
saw it.
Honestly, Jimmy, fuck you, bro. I'm not. No, fuck that. How are you about to invite me on a show and have like a cordial, friendly, familial relationship, and then a year and a half later, when by the way, I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
I'm
dude.
not with this guy, Jimmy. Just for you can invite me on.
I don't want to be associated.
Jimmy Kimmel. Fuck you. Like what? Why now?
It's just it's like they look at it as like a quick, easy dub.
Yeah.
Go after one of the Paul brothers.
Yeah.
That is the lamest shit to me. That is so fucking lame. Your writers were so lacking content and creativity.
Logan's from Ohio. He's not a New Yorker would be insulted that you think Logan's from New York. Anybody from New York would be so mad. If New York is like its own world, dude.
They had to do some lame ass Paul joke.
The Tonight shows have never equaled comedic genius. They're here for the easy wins.
True.
The Paul brothers. Logan and Jake Paul.
You a Jake Paul fan?
Are you Jake Paul?
I'm a Logan Paul fan. You know I'm a Loganger. I tell you what, last year I was into your vlogs when you were posting them a bit. And I said on stream and everyone was like, stop! And so I did
Yeah,
stop
dude.
a little bit. And then I got back into them, but secretly this time. I don't watch Jake.
Tommy's like, I wouldn't tell. That's why I actually deleted Twitter, Logan. It's because of the massive hate storm I got when I told my fans I watched your vlogs.
Killing it last year with the vlog.
Dude, his vlogs were good. Logan's vlogs, like, I still say, you can hate Logan, and he was super obnoxious in some ways, and he made huge mistakes, obviously. But, like, his vlogs when he came back were really good, and his vlogs previously, like, from an execution standpoint, were very good, too. Like, he was a dick, and he was crazy, but they were still, like, good vlogs. Does that make sense?
Gotta say, like that was the only like
That's
year.
very modest of you, Logan.
No, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. You gotta
Be honest with me.
You gotta know when you make good shit.
Let me write that
That
down.
was a good. That's bro. You gotta acknowledge when you have a win.
You got to know when you write good shit. Thank you, Logan. I'll get that tattooed on me. I will.
You're welcome, Tommy.
He's smoking you.
I know.
I
He's
honestly,
fucking me up. big
seeing
time.
his performance here today, I think he might be able to beat you in a fight.
I think so.
I
too.
reckon I could. I just
Just
make me
verbally.
cry.
You're the same height as me.
Yeah, I know.
Only about 100 pounds less big, right?
I'd have you. 6'3".
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
Nope. You
Yeah, I
also
am.
told me outside you round up.
No, no.
You're not even 6'2".
Why would I round? I'm
'cause
6'3".
No, you want to get girls. It's all you talk about. We've seen your YouTube. We've seen
Logan,
one
I'll
YouTube
fight
video.
you. You know I will.
I know you won't.
You know I will.
I know.
I'll cry, and then you'll get hate.
Oh my God.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something, Tommy. This is a genuine question, bro.
Sure.
How much of you like taunts, like people like Jordy, me, Mike? You know, you challenge every adult male in this room to a fight. How much of that is you knowing that you're 17 and I won't, lunge across the table and slap the shit out of you?
Because you wouldn't if I was. Because it's funny.
Yeah.
It's not.
No,
It's
I would never. I'm saying, but like
It's not the age thing, though. It's because Tommy, the way he delivers it, right? If Tommy was like 57, I feel like Tommy's going to be geriatric in a bar. Tommy is like going to be the guy that mouthed up to Conor McGregor and got punched. Like, that's Tommy. He's always going to do that, you know? That's just who he is.
Definitely, you have some room to play. Like, bro, no adult is gonna assault you.
Well, yeah.
But as soon as you turn 18, you're gonna get
I
assaulted.
risk it a little bit.
I don't know if that's
why
true.
I've got big Russ.
I think he's.
It's not an age thing with him, man. It's not. It's
I don't
the
either.
hair. He has no facial. Like,
Mike,
dude,
thank you.
if you
Mike,
if you put your hands on
you
this
charm
kid,
me.
what?
Don't put your hands on me, Mike.
Look, he looks like a saint. He looks like a saint, dude. Like, would you ever consider hitting this man?
I would.
Boy.
I would never. I would.
I mean,
never.
to be fair, Tommy does look like the stained glass representation of most saints. I don't exactly know why, but you know the ones where they always have the head akimbo and they have like two fingers showing for some reason? Like every saint in every stained glass window looks like they're pledging to the Hunger Games Mockingbird thing or whatever, right?
No, Logan, if you tried to attack me, I would film a TikTok of it.
Yeah.
And you would be gone like that.
Gone?
The Logang, your only Logang member would be gone. And to that,
I don't want it. I don't want that.
you don't.
I need you.
You need me, Logan.
I didn't,
Don't catch
I didn't
these
consider that.
stands.
That's why I'm here.
Can we reset and just dive a little bit into TommyInnit? Once again, you tried to provide some context, but this dude is just throwing the bombs. It's like, Tommy, what do? I'll tell you, Logan, what I don't do. Fuck with you, mate. Like, bro, let's talk about what you do.
Sure.
What did you got? It. You play Minecraft. You got a great YouTube channel.
Thanks, man. Yeah.
What do you do? What is TommyInnit's brand?
Tommy's like actually undercutting me. You said a great YouTube channel. Mike, dos YouTube channels. Dos.
So I've got three main things at the moment. I got TommyInnit, which is my sort of gaming channel where I just do all my bits. It's mainly for like jokes and shit. It's like I do IRL videos as well as Minecraft. That's my main one. I've got Tom Simons, which has only been going on for a couple months. I mean, we're recording for that tomorrow.
It's killing it.
That's my more vlog channel where I'm trying to hit to new audiences on that. I want that to keep going bigger and bigger. And then recently, by accident, I've got TikTok, which has like 10 million on, and I've just been doing jokes on it, and all of a
Really?
sudden it keeps blowing up.
I didn't
And
even
it's
know that.
confusing, but that's all what I do.
No. This is it's fascinating because like you do have a very like Vine-esque like nice little zinger comedy type style.
Of course, you start on Vine, right?
Yeah. But it works well for TikTok, so it actually doesn't surprise me that you're able to do a bunch of different platforms
yeah.
really well. Like I'm not kidding. When I look at you, I kind of feel like you're a young PewDiePie almost, but funnier.
I think I'm a younger you, Logan.
PewDiePie catching casual strays. I don't know. Do you guys see that comparison? I feel like the only comparison between PewDiePie and Tommy is that they both do like gaming sit-down content. I feel like they actually don't have that much in common, like personality-wise and even like energy or content-wise. Other than that, I feel like it's just like, oh yeah, they sit down, they film videos. They both are gamers. I don't really feel like, you know how there's some people who are like, oh, I kind of get the same energy. They have a similar sense of humor. They have a similar delivery. I feel like even Tommy and PewDiePie's sense of humor is very different. Like I don't see like PewDiePie is very introverted. I feel like they both like filming, playing games. I don't know. I don't even get a nearly similar vibe from them.
So again, I
don't
don't
see
say
that.
I am.
You have so much
I
more
am.
potential.
I just want to be like you, Logan.
You gotta stop, Tommy.
I just want to be like you. Everyone agrees. Everyone does. Leave a like.
How many views
Leave
did
a
you get
like.
in your first YouTube vlog, Logan?
12,000. Yeah, that's facts.
How many? I saw you post your first YouTube vlog.
First vlog,
Vlog. How many views did you get on it?
30 mil. That was my first one. That was also my most viewed video. It was pretty it's coincidental.
Thanks, guys, for
What
watching
can I say,
Impaulsive.
guys? I love numbers. I'm really cool.
Your first video?
That's
like,
insane.
What? Okay.
That's not
First
fair.
vlog.
That's not
I'd already
fair.
had like 1 million subs at that point.
What is it? What is it about?
Yeah, what is it, Tommy?
What's your thing? Like, why is
What's my secret? What's my secret
Just give us the
spice?
sauce.
No.
I love this. I love this so much. I love that Logan so badly wants to be a mentor, and Tommy's like, we can have a little brother relationship, but it's gonna be the little brother relationship where I'm giving you shit, my friend.
Dude, no, I don't really. I feel like I tried to make my stuff pretty real, like that. I mean, that's sort of what we're like off camera, and it's just us making jokes. Like, it's not like we are surrounded by prostitutes doing this. That it's like I just want it to be what we want to do. Like, I have one vlog we did recently, which was I just went to Bognor and Brighton and hung out with my mates, and I just sort of clipped it together over the week, and then that got like 8 million views, and I just called it A Week in My Life. And I think it's the like. I'm not trying to bullshit anyone, you know?
Yeah.
I think that's sort of my main thing.
It's number one. I believe.
It's nostalgic. I feel like a lot of vlogs and vloggers and just YouTube in general is very like externally focused, which is cool. I like that kind of content, but it's all about clickbaiting. Like, we were on a private jet with 10 Instagram models or something like that. And the content becomes very much about what they're able to like do with all these crazy extraneous things. And it becomes very unrelatable, and it's not really about the person. Like, Tommy's content is very relatable, and it's very much about the people who are doing it. It's not so much about what they're doing. Does that make sense? So I like it. It reminds me a lot about the older like vlogging style, where it was more about connecting with the vlogger rather than like looking at what the vlogger was doing. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like a lot of vloggers, you could interchange them and take one vlogger out and put another vlogger in to their different content, and it wouldn't make a difference. You can't say the same thing about Tommy. Like, his content is so like character driven. Does that make sense? Like, for all the hate David Dobrik gets, he did a really good job of having a lot of character driven content as well, with like the Vlog Squad and stuff like that. YouTube will once again reach a place of authenticity. I think so.
People are going to be fiending for that, because right now content's in a weird.
It keeps like shooting back and forth.
Do you want me? I like the problem with YouTube at the moment, like, and it's not a problem, right? But it's especially with the rise of TikTok. And sorry, I'm not rambling, am I? I go for it.
Tommy, this is a podcast.
I always ask.
You literally talk as much as you want.
I'm new. No, like, I feel like it's a video game, right? Like, no matter what the subject, whether you're talking about some like human rights issue, you'll have dubstep over it to increase retention. And
yeah.
The lighting in the first frame to make it like that. And it's not. It's about the metrics being higher. It's not about the art and the content being better. And I think especially with the rise of TikTok being like, dude, let's make it as fast-paced and have subtitles everywhere as possible. Like, I don't know. I think with my stuff at the moment, I'm trying to lean towards like there's sort of an element of that, so it performs good and stuff. But I don't want it to be this shit where it's like, here's the retention, here's how fast-paced it is, like, it's got to be good and funny. And I think my thing at the moment is I'm focusing much more like over the, is it retention? Is the thumbnail good? Is that like, it's got to be funny first and like a good thing, and then start thinking about the YouTube stuff. Like, that comes first.
I think that's really interesting, because this is something I've been thinking about, and obviously, guys, like, I'm not putting myself on the same pedestal. Like, we're not even running the same race, Tommy and myself, obviously, right? But I do YouTube, so I think about these things somewhat, and it's crazy because, like, YouTube has become such a game theory thing where people optimize for the numbers, and there's all kinds of things you can do for the numbers. And I find myself, if I start thinking too much about the numbers and optimizing for like audience retention and view count and CTR and stuff like that, it takes me out of the moment and it kills my enjoyment for actually making it. Does that make sense? Like, I know that's weird, and I'm not like, these guys are in such a different stratosphere. Like, they are on fucking Pluto, and I'm still tunneling through, like, the biggest mine. I'm in the Marina Trench. They're on Pluto. You know what I mean? But it's just interesting. And so it's cool to hear Tommy say that, because it is hard. It's hard to go, like, because you get so addicted to the numbers, and that's what your success and how people view you is based off of, right? Like, externally, people care and judge YouTubers by the numbers they do, the same way they judge rappers by how much they sell. And it's like they do that first, then they talk about how good they are. Like, it's not about like, oh, do you think Donda or Certified Lover Boy was better? The first thing people say is like, Certified Lover Boy sold more than Donda. So people judge them based on their external, you get what I'm saying? People judge them based on their external metrics, but the better it is and the more fun you have is how much you focus on internal. So there's always a dichotomy and a balance between the two. It's hard, bro. Oh, thank you boys, thank you, I appreciate that. Thank you.
I think that's,
I don't know, it's cool. I really respect Tommy for being able to focus on like the internal satisfaction first and then do the external, it's hard to balance, man. I always find myself just drawing to the external, and it makes me feel very unrewarded and shallow and not happy, even when the numbers are doing better.
YouTube at the moment, like, it's all just weirdly paced and
Yeah.
meta, and everyone, like, and it's cool and it's fine, but when that goes on for a year, everyone stops trying to make sort of art.
It shifts the
And I
metagame.
think it's about making that and it's why it's kind of lame at the moment.
It opens a
Not
hole.
all of it, but just, elements.
A very high level take on something, and I actually 100% agree with you. Like, you're definitely wise beyond your years, bro.
It's interesting because I feel like Tommy just kind of said the exact. You guys saw Mr. Beast podcast on Impaulsive, and if you guys, I like doing podcast reactions. So if you want to do more, we can definitely do it. But Mr. Beast basically said the opposite, where he said like he derives a lot of satisfaction from like gaming and game theory of YouTube. So it's interesting that they both like have some of the same knowledge and acknowledgement and understand the stats, and they would have to be that successful. But Mr. Beast is like, I want to keep focusing on the external stuff, which is a beautiful thing. There's nothing wrong with it. And Tommy's like, no, I want to really focus on the internal. I would love to hear Tommy and Mr. Beast talk YouTube on a podcast. That would be one of the most fascinating conversations that I can think of hearing right now. Like for 3 hours, just talk about YouTube.
And it is a shame that the statistics now kind of rule literally like how successful you'll be on YouTube.
Everything.
So like you said, people are just focusing on retention. But even like we watched a couple of your videos on the way here, and you do this. You subtitle all of your videos.
So I think the thing is you can sort of view YouTube differently, right? And I think like Mr. Beast, I know he views it as a CEO and he has hundreds of employees and he wants to, be a billionaire, and that's cool. Like for me, I sort of view YouTube as a platform and a bit of a video game. Like to me, the stats is like, it doesn't really make any sense because I'm a fucking 17-year-old. I don't really get what any of this money or YouTube or numbers mean, because it's just like, why would I, man? But to me, it's sort of like a video game.
Tommy's like, I still live with my parents. I don't really have money and costs and stuff like that, so I don't care. Dude, that's so funny. Tommy's like, I'm a millionaire. I just don't really care.
And just like and for the subtitles, like I started doing that because I thought they were colourful and made the videos look nicer and like are cooler. And like, for me, I make only really comedy videos, and it makes jokes land more, because when my mate Rambo says something quietly, you can get it in small subtitles. Like, I just think that makes it
for sure,
like, funnier.
For sure. And I'm sure it helps with retention as well, right?
Yeah. And that's like, I'm not denying that that's what I do. I'm not, that wasn't me implying. I think it's just like remembering that when people are making YouTube videos at the moment, it's more of a game than it is an art form, which is fine.
Yes,
agree.
Well said.
But
in one sentence, that's
if Bo Burnham posted Inside on YouTube, it would not have blown up like it did on Netflix, because it's that's art and it's not retention based. He would have had to make the first minute way faster to include all the younger viewers, and it's like all that would have mattered is that the thumbnail was good. It's like, that's not what art is.
That's interesting.
Yeah, agree.
It's funny too though, because like you would think that if everything in the gamification of YouTube works, then podcasts would be abject failures. So it's interesting because like there's definitely strategies that seem to really optimize for like everybody, but then it seems like when you optimize for everybody, it's like everybody likes it but no one loves it and is like a passionate fan of it, if that makes sense. But then you have stuff like podcasts, which by any metric shouldn't have any of this. Like, they shouldn't do well, but people who do like them, and I don't know if that's everybody or the majority, but like the people who like podcasts love them and become like super big fans and show like massive preference for the people and the podcasters they enjoy. Whereas like I said, you can kind of swap out YouTubers in that like faster paced format and no one would really care. So it's weird. It's like by optimizing for the majority, like you have a hard time making your like in-group super passionate about you. Does that make sense? Like, even though Mr. Beast does mad views and he does have a fan base, I feel like his fan base it's bigger, but I feel like it's not quite as like passionate as the Dream SMP's fan base. Does that make sense? It's interesting, isn't it? Yeah, kind of reaction channels too. I don't know, man.
It's crazy. Have you been making videos your whole life? Like, again, you're so young, and I'm assuming you didn't get good all of a sudden. You probably been doing this for a while.
That's a great question.
Yeah, I've done it for about 3 years.
That's fast.
I did streaming for about a year, which was just sort of learning about how to talk to audiences, comedic timing, joking. And then I started doing videos, and I probably spent about 6 months just sort of understanding Premiere. I did like YouTube a couple of years before that, but I got rid of it because my school found my channel and stuff.
You edit your videos?
Yeah, a lot of them now. Not all of them. I have editors now, but I'm very
hands-on.
Yeah, I like, but like, every video I sit and review and like make out like 8 points of like a load of things I want it to be different. And a lot of the time they just send me the Premiere profile and I just do it myself.
No way. I was gonna ask you about this because there's a intricacy to your videos that most creators like to view their final product before it goes out, and one of them it looked like it had been storyboarded almost. I think you were talking about girls. You always talk about girls. Lady Killer?
I'm trying to do more than that though at the moment. I saw a comment that was like, it's kind of his main bit at the moment, so I'm trying to keep doing.
It's a good bit. It's a good bit
but
for
you know,
YouTube.
you can do that bit as well as loads of other shit, you know. So I'm trying to do,
You went
I'd
on.
say, you know what? It is interesting because I do feel like Tommy approaches YouTube more as like a comedian. It's like I hear him talking about the same things I hear comedians talk about with their like stand-up acts and stuff. And developing them and trying to keep pushing and getting better when you hear podcasts with comedians. And it's interesting hearing him talk about it with the medium. I want to shout out Weak Eye for a good comment and Bikram. And Mills said it's all about quality versus quantity of audience. That's huge. I think you're so right. It's hard though because you want to balance like growth with like depth of how much people care about you. And then Weak Eye said, I feel there's a transition to podcasts because you get real content and conversation where YouTube videos filled with so much unnecessary stuff for the algorithm. I think that's so true. And I know for me personally, I do love Mr. Beast videos, but it's interesting because I definitely gravitate towards podcasts. Like I love YouTube and I love podcasts, but I'd say the more that a YouTube video like has storytelling and resembles a podcast, and I think Sidemen do a really good job of that, the more I gravitate towards it. Does that make sense? So I think that's a great call out, Weak Eye. And Bikram says it's because Beast Channel is a business model more connected with your ideas rather than your personality. I think that's very true. Like, that's a very good point. It's all about, like, what Jimmy's doing, and he's the only one that can come up with those ideas. So it de facto, like, bounces back to Mr. Beast. But you're right. It's not about who Jimmy is. It's about this is the crazy thing that Jimmy's doing. That's a really good point.
On a date the other day or
Y'all are
something.
smart. I love y'all.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was good.
Yeah,
So
enjoyed it.
you're dating?
No, the Minecraft date.
Yeah, the Minecraft date. But I also heard you mention you went on a real life date, and like some of your fans like came up and ruined the date.
Oh yeah, well I mean I mainly wanted to phrase that so it sounded fucking exciting as shit. I was mainly just out with my mate and like.
Oh, boo. Boo.
I mean, you know me, Logan. I'm always surrounded by
I
women.
actually don't know.
You know me, Logan.
I don't.
You know me.
We just
no,
met.
you just know me. I just get you. We just click.
They really do,
Leave
weirdly.
Me?
Dog, there, guys, I think we should like start advocating that Logan Paul moves from Puerto Rico to the UK because I actually really like and appreciate how he interacts with British YouTubers. And I think like he actually gets more edification aside from Mr. Beast, who I think he really gets along with as well. Like, let's take Mr. Beast and his crew and Logan Paul and move them to UK so they can hang out with Simon and Dream SMP Boys the whole time. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll leave
I
it
like the
I'm
vibe.
Thank you.
Yeah, of
That's all I
course.
have.
No, but only 3 years, Tommy. That's insane. That's like that.
It's
The
nuts to me
learning
too,
curve.
yeah.
Do you think there's a chance that Tommy's learning curve to become as big as he is because he's fucking Gen Z and he gets like tech and these like
What do you mean by
social
learning
media
curve?
platforms?
Who?
Bro, it took me 10 years before I like got good at YouTube.
That's nuts, dude.
It takes most people 5 to 10 years before
Yeah.
they become decent at their craft, right?
Just-
Otherwise, everyone would do it.
Yeah.
3
Well, I
years
mean,
is
I grew up
insane,
with it.
boys. 3 years is insane to me. Like, usually there's a kind of a meme in a lot of like performance culture that it takes 4 years to reinvent yourself and be world class at anything. Like, literally anything. 4 years. I'm so impressed that Tommy didn't just become like, I mean, he's an S tier YouTuber in 3 years. It's not like he did mildly successful and he's B level or something. It's 3 years is fucking bonkers, guys. And it's not like there's some people who strike gold and have no staying power. Like, they'll have a video that just happens to go, like, Catch Me Outside Girl, right? Like, where's she? I'm sure she's doing something, but she's not, like, maintained that peak that she had and continued to grow it. Does that make sense? Like, Tommy, 3 years, I was expecting him to say like 7. Usually when someone's young like this, it means they started at like 12. This is crazy to me. I'm so impressed. I'm so impressed. It's really cool.
Then like in the quarantine, like before I had like 100,000 subscribers, but I didn't really get YouTube.
Before the quarantine?
Yeah, the start of quarantine of last year.
100,000 still
You
a ton.
just blew up.
Yeah, I had 4 million at the start of this year.
What are you at now?
10.
Well, it's
Mike's in pain, bro.
What is what is causing like this explosive? Like, who are these people? Who are your fans? Like, what is their general persona? What is their age? Give me the demographic. Like, tell me some data.
See, that's too much optimizing.
Like teenagers that watch. I don't really know.
And 28-year-old reaction streamers who also make content with their wife, and they clickbait it. Couples react, and they really enjoyed it still, but they're slightly older than maybe the most of the demographic. So shout out to 28-year-old TommyInnit fans.
Recognized by people like my age when I'm out. So.
But are they Minecrafters? Are they like you, dirty dogs? Do they want to beat up low? Like, who are these people?
Not Tommy's.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what are their?
Tommy's one of the few Minecraft YouTubers. That's why Stephanie and I started to get into Minecraft. Is his content is entertaining, even if you don't know anything about Minecraft. There's a lot of Minecraft YouTubers, like they're great, but their stuff isn't appealing to anybody outside of Minecraft. Tommy's like one of the few, and I think that's one of the big reasons for his success. He does Minecraft, but even if you never played Minecraft, you don't care about Minecraft. Stephanie didn't like Minecraft's graphics until she got used to them, and we still enjoyed Tommy's video. It's really interesting. Wesley, if you weren't for reacting, would you watch Tommy? I probably would never have started, because like I said, I was never interested in Minecraft content. The only reason we gave Tommy a shot is because you guys asked for it so much. Like, you guys were blowing us up. I don't think we would have. But it's not that we wouldn't have enjoyed it. It's just that we never would have clicked on it. Does that make sense? I don't know how to describe it exactly.
What are their hobbies?
Yeah, I mean, I think for my stuff it's mainly.
But I would continue watching him now.
The same sense of humor.
This is the way to say it. If I stopped the reaction channels now, I would keep watching Tommy. I think that's a better answer. Does that make sense? I don't think I would have started, but I don't watch Tommy for the reaction channels. I enjoy Tommy, so I react to it with you guys. Does that make more sense? Yeah. Weak Eye.
My age, bit lower, bit above. Like, I don't think there's, especially with the more vlog stuff. I think like my mum watches it and tells me what she thinks of them. You know.
Aw.
You think it's primarily UK?
I'm curious about that.
60% American. And
No,
oh, wow.
40% UK, I think.
It's funny. A lot of UK YouTubers, I feel like, have UK-based comedy.
Yeah.
And
Do I have that?
No.
Really?
No. Yeah. I think your stuff's definitely more broad, which would explain.
I'm not very good at like analyzing my own jokes. Like, so I couldn't really tell you.
You always
That's
been
hard.
funny.
I've been into doing jokes. I've always been talking. Like,
You're just talking.
yeah, I just like talking. Yeah. But I'd say over the past couple of years is when I've really tried to do. Like, I want to I look up to Bo Burnham a lot and stuff like that because I kind of want to try, not even as like my main thing, but I want to try stand up and other types of comedy because I just think it's fucking interesting.
You have to, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You really should. You're like way too funny to not exercise that muscle. It's what
It makes sense that he has an American stand-up comedian influence if he's hitting. Because I will say it's interesting because I grew up on a lot of like BBC stuff. I like British humor. My dad was a super big Anglophile. Like I watched Monty Python. I watched a lot of different BBC shows like Blackadder and stuff like that growing up. I like UK comedians like Jimmy Carr and stuff like that. But it is interesting to me. There's definitely a different rhythm. There's a different tempo and beat to UK comedy. It's often very wordplay based and a lot faster and a lot drier. So they'll say da 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 da. It's much more staccato, and if you miss one word and you don't quite hear that word, you'll often miss the entire joke because it's a wordplay joke, and they don't emphasize. Right? Like the word that is the joke isn't quite emphasized the same way. Does that make sense? I really like it. I think UK comedy is hilarious. There's definitely a lot of Americans that don't. And there's definitely some American and some UK styles that appeal, transatlantic, but not all of it. It's interesting. I'd like to break it down. I don't understand it completely, but I grew up on it, so I like it. I've noticed a lot of American reactors. If I try to watch American reactors, like watch The Sidemen or something, I feel like they're not listening for the actual like wordplay, if that makes sense. It's like, I don't know exactly how to describe it. It's a preference for situational comedy over like wordplay comedy, and there's a lot more puns and stuff like that in English stuff. Is that what your guys' perception is? That's how I would explain it if I had to.
Like pretty much made George get into every day for like 4 months straight.
I love George.
Every single fucking day I text him, reminder to get into stand-up comedy, and finally he did it. and he's amazing at it. You know, so
Who's George?
Yeah, George. He sat
Collins,
here
yeah, for the
last.
KSI
And
episode.
by the way,
Exactly, 80s.
Well, are we gonna have that breakdown like where we're talking about other shit?
yeah, I guess, yeah. So let's do it.
Long story short, he's usually on the show, but this was a bit of a send for a podcast to come all the way over here. He didn't want to call it. Seemed like
Also, we didn't
a lot of distance.
Well, we didn't come here for the podcast. I came here for other shit, and then you happened to be also
Shoot
coming
content,
to or be willing to come to Europe, and
Yeah.
here we are. Tommy.
I wish George was there with
So
Tommy.
okay,
What
so
can I say?
listen, are you dating or not, dude? Are
No.
you? No.
No, I haven't had a girlfriend.
So every time you talk about girls,
It's funny, isn't it?
but it's cat.
What do you mean by it's cap?
That's cap.
That's cap.
You confuse me, Logan. I think I'm too smart for you.
I think so.
Yeah.
You smart kid.
Yeah, the best.
But you don't, bro. You're 17 years old. You make millions of dollars. You don't go
Billions.
To, you don't billions of dollars. You
Yeah,
don't go to
billions.
school.
NFT.
You make NFTs.
Tommy's
You don't-
like Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos, peasants,
go to
I
school.
go to school. Actually, yeah. Tomorrow for our shoot, I've had to like sign in at college and be like, really sorry, can't go there.
College, university,
No, college here is like high school.
high school.
16 to 18. Yeah, I'm in 3 days a week. I'm-
Homeschooled or public school?
Public school. I'm in 3 days a week. I was up at 7 for the past 2 days.
Wait, you still
You go to
still
public school?
You still go now?
Yeah.
What happens? What's that like?
What is in like with YouTube or just like? it's
Yeah,
fun,
just
innit?
like does everybody like? How do you get treated?
I don't know. Everyone's pretty. If people, I just go. I'm just a guy that makes videos. You know, who cares?
Yo,
Everyone's
nah, bro. You're famous as fuck. You're like one of UK's.
No,
yeah, you are.
wanky. You get recognized down the street. That doesn't mean I'm just a guy. Like all of the when I'm in the pub, all the 40-year-olds, none of them give a shit about me. I just make videos.
That's such a healthier outlook, man. That's such a healthier outlook. I don't know what it is. American like YouTube culture has this weird Hollywood pedestalization thing. I've noticed like the way that Europeans talk about celebrities, they don't necessarily pedestalize them the same way, even if they're really big fans. It's interesting.
Cool.
Not
That's
quite.
smart.
I'm a 40-year-old. I give a shit about you.
Oh, Mike. Thank you, Mike. you never stop to flatter me.
No, it is tough, bro. I'm noticing myself not saying certain things because you're underage.
Yeah, the Sidemen won't have me in any of their videos because I'm fucking.
Really?
Yeah, well, it makes sense though because you watch it and it's all like dick-sized jokes. I'm like, you wouldn't want to make that with a 17-year-old.
When are you gonna be 18 so you can start making
April.
dick-sized jokes?
It's all I want to do is make dick-sized jokes.
I know. I can tell. I can feel that energy
Thank
coming
you.
from
Whoa.
When you're an Aries? When's your birthday?
Oh, dude, star signs are bullshit.
Yeah,
What-
listen, I agree, bro. But like, if you want to get girls, you got to know about these a little bit. You have to know what sign you are.
How do I get girls?
You'll
Like,
never meet a girl, not one ever, who doesn't know her astrology.
That's not true. Scorpios don't give a shit. You, Logan, you're just talking to the wrong signs. Like, there's signs that hate signs.
To the fucking T. You're gonna hear, I'm an Aries, but I'm a rising Capricorn, and my
Sounds a little.
my Sagittarius is.
Logan.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
I'm
it is.
into that.
It is. I am stereotyping. Yes.
I love it when my girls know they horoscope.
You don't have girls. It's Cap.
No, I do.
So now you do.
I never cap.
He's a whole brothel.
Good.
He's got whole women.
Why do I feel like you would make a good magician? Could you see,
Hey,
could
take
you
her
see him
someday.
doing magic tricks?
Are you high?
I'm permanently. high. I'm never coming down.
Cool.
What's the craziest thing you've done as a 17-year-old?
Skydive, yeah?
We did the skydiving. That was pretty exciting.
I'm talking about some real shit, Tommy. Like really get into
Okay,
it, dude.
getting recognized. Like we got mobbed at a train station. That was fucking like crazy. It's like a once in a lifetime experience.
Never drove a car in reverse at 50 miles an hour down a residential street.
Nope.
Okay.
Drove a car though. Stalled it once. That was bad.
Cool. Did you hotwire it?
Nope. Just stalled it, and then my driving instructor went, "Don't do that." And I went,
How do you
"All
feel?
right."
How do you feel about your ability to like construct things, like build? Like, say you got a piece of furniture from IKEA, could you assemble it?
With my dad's help. It's not, I've got people like you, Logan, to do that for me because I am a billionaire.
That's true. You don't need to deal with like that
I don't.
peasant shit.
I hate things that are puny. Time is money, Logan, and money is time. I just love money, and I hate jokes.
Yeah. So how much money have you made total?
Ooh.
Billions.
Billions, right?
Billions. I just
Aw.
love NFT.
I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping for a slightly serious answer.
Yeah, I do.
What
I take
percentage
an image of
of-
Tubbo's face and I sell it. Makes no sense, but I make billions.
I wish I could just not take anything seriously and be at that age. It's
what,
so fun.
What percentage of you is serious about anything that you
100%.
say?
Is there any like,
doesn't
bro? Like,
stop.
I'm honestly so jealous of that. Like, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
Has anything like bad ever happened to you? Like, is that,
Like this, Tommy. Because if not,
it's
gonna.
about to. It's
we
about
gonna
right
fight?
fucking now.
No, you ever been through hardships
Yeah, you ever
or
been through any
trauma?
traumas?
I never thought I'd be sat on a table with and you go, have you ever been through trauma, Tommy? This is such a weird, very surreal
Well,
moment.
I just, your attitude and your demeanor towards life is just so, like
Optimistic, incredible,
in
brilliant.
all of those things,
Thank you,
and
thank you.
and
Oh,
just
you said
so,
it yourself.
and so relaxed and just like jovial. Is that the word?
Yes,
Is that the right?
it's a word.
No, but I mean, is that the best term to describe his demeanor? Jovial.
I am jovial.
I can't tell if it's real or not.
It's all real. Jokes, they're cringe.
Take the mask off, Tommy.
Yeah, take your mask
Okay.
off, Tommy.
What's really-
we
what's
want
really
we want
going
we want
on
Tommy.
here?
Yeah, sure. I like to on podcast. I like switching very fast between genuine and doing jokes. That's sort of my shit. But I can get I
Same.
can
So
do
what's
genuine.
your real last name, dude?
Simons?
We want Tommy Simons here.
Tommy Simons.
With
Tom
us today.
Simons. Tom
Yeah.
Simons.
Yeah, I found the start of this year pretty hard with anxiety and stuff about going out in public. The whole getting recognized shit, that was really overwhelming. I think a lot of it, the sort of feeling of alienation with YouTube and people not seeing you for just like a guy that makes videos. And it's totally easy to solve. And I feel like, I'm a lot happier with it and better with it now. But that was a struggle at the start of this year.
It's an interesting.
What's your experience?
I still feel like that's a really balanced perspective. It's weird because it's like no one wants to admit that someone can be funny or successful. I don't know what it is. It's a weird thing. I sense it with myself too. It's like for somebody to be successful, I have to think that they've been driven by like some trauma. I don't know why. Or it's like, oh, they're really funny. They must have had a really like messed up childhood to make them funny, and like funny is a defense mechanism they created as a coping strategy, and they're trying to fill a hole in their heart from a poor childhood. You know what I mean? Like my brain for some reason wants me to explain Tommy success negatively. Isn't that weird? Like why? Like why can't he just be funny? Why can't he just be driven? You know what I'm saying? It's strange. It's weird. It's like it's like a superhero origin story, right? There's never a superhero who's just like, yeah, I had a great family life, super balanced, and I'm success, and now I'm a superhero because I really no. It's like Batman's parents died. Like if Batman's parents didn't die, there's no Batman. You know what I mean? Like narratively, I want it to. But I don't. It's weird. Is it like a way of trying to make myself feel better? I'm like, oh, well, Tommy's super successful and funny, so he can't just have those things. He has to have like lost something. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it a coping thing that everybody puts on him, or is it just like we've watched too many movies? I don't know.
That with anxiety on YouTube.
No anxiety. For me.
If you mind me asking, sorry.
No,
It's a
no,
bit
I-
confrontational.
No, I don't mind. Yeah, no anxiety for me. I mean, there's hardships that come with YouTube. But being recognized, Tommy, is it's what you sign up for. Like whether or not you like it, it's like it's part of the game.
But I think it wasn't what I signed up for. Was sort of the point. I didn't realize, and I'm like, oh
no,
shit.
That's silly.
Yeah, but
That's silly.
I didn't know I was gonna have 10 million. I thought I was gonna have 30,000 and get Hypixel YouTube rank and go, fuck yeah, that's what we've done.
So
That's like
so
my-
let me ask you something. You have 30,000 subscribers.
Yep.
You're 35 years old. You just continue to just make YouTube videos with 30,000 subscribers forever?
That can't work.
I think I would have tried to be I didn't know I was ever gonna have 10 million. Like it's such a weird. I didn't know I'd be sat here with Logan Paul going, "What's your trauma, Tommy?" That's not. I wouldn't have predicted this a couple of years ago.
Welcome
so I
to
wouldn't-
an open conversation with adults, Tommy. That's
Thank
what,
you.
that's what
As
we
an
talk
adult
about.
That's what we're
myself,
going for.
I love to join in with this.
I'm here, bro. You can be vulnerable with us. It's a safe space, Tommy. Minus
Minus the millions of viewers.
minus the cameras.
cool, yeah.
Well, people like when anyone opens up on our podcast.
Sure, no, I'm happy to open up.
No, but I feel you. So anxiety or any other YouTube related kind of breakdowns or feelings?
I wouldn't say I've ever had like a breakdown or thing. I think the overwhelm, because again, I didn't predict this, and it all went from 100K to millions really fast.
Instantly, yeah.
I'd say the big thing I always end up talking about is getting recognized, because it's such this weird phenomenon that you're not meant to experience. I'm one in very few people that have been mobbed at a train station, and that's weird.
That's true.
I think alienation was a pretty big thing. I got pretty upset at the start of this year just about the idea of, I just want to be. I want to go out to the park and just hang out with my mates and not worry about being at college and someone coming up to me because of that. And I think that for me, my outlook was because I was thinking about dropping out of college. I was really anxious about it. I didn't like the idea of going out in public. I didn't like that. It was this choice between privacy and identity. If I want to wear my red and white top, which is my favorite top, or like this, because I posted on Instagram, I got toothpaste on. That because I posted on Instagram, everyone's gonna people come up to me. That was I went out with glasses and a disguise because I was like, fuck, I want to see, and I still was getting recognized.
Yep.
But I think I was in the call with my mate Wilbur. I don't know if you know. You can meet him tomorrow.
Yep.
And I was saying to him dude, I'm thinking about it, and he was like, fuck off. You're just a guy that makes videos. You don't have any A-levels. And although you get recognized, it's cool. When you're in the pub, no one knows who you are. And even, it's cool. Don't drop out of college.
When are you in the
when
pub?
you're at the pub.
Oh, all the time.
Fire. You're not just a guy
Benders.
that makes videos, though.
Yeah, I am.
Bender.
It's not.
You're not, dude. You're a very special kid with a thing that you're very good at, and a lot of people like it.
Yeah, but
I mean, Logan's right, but I feel like he's not understanding that that's how it's a coping mechanism. Logan's like, no, you should experience that anxiety and dread. It's like, no, dude, this is Tommy's coping strategy to keep him grounded so he doesn't go fucking crazy and do something ridiculous because he's lost touch with reality. I'm surprised at Logan. I get he's trying to contextualize it for Tommy, but I feel like if anybody will understand the necessity of staying grounded when you have a massive amount of success very quickly, and the perils of losing touch with your moral compass and your center, it would be Logan. I'm surprised. I feel like I don't know. I'm surprised because I feel like this is the message. Logan's whole message the last few years has been staying grounded. So I'm curious why he's trying to push him towards that. Because normally I feel like Logan does the opposite. So I'm curious, man. It's strange to me. It's almost like he's trying to contextualize what a huge accomplishment it is for Tommy, and I think he means it as a compliment. And they're talking past each other, and I'm like, brother, no, this is the same thing. With what you went through post Japan, Tommy is trying to circumvent. He's trying to make sure he never has a Japan. He's putting in coping strategies ahead of time so that he doesn't do this. You get what I'm saying? And Logan's like, no, you have to understand how amazing it is. And Tommy's like, look, I get it, dog, but I need to make sure I stay grounded. You know what I mean? So it's just I feel like someone needs to come and be like, yo, boys, you're talking on different wavelengths. Tommy's not going to admit it because then he would have to completely change his paradigm and schema, and that's where he probably feels that he starts to lose touch. Does that make sense?
that doesn't mean...
Yeah,
it does.
cultural difference too.
Unfortunately, again, it's what you signed up for, and I know getting recognized is weird, bro, but let me tell you something. It is much weirder for the people recognizing you, which is why it's weird for both. Dude, when you see someone who, these people watch you religiously, they think they know you. Right?
They do. It's
and by the way, with you, they probably do, because with you, what you see is what you get, pretty much.
Sure.
You know?
But it's now you got to look at it down like being able to go out and share because a lot of the time now when I get recognized, it's sort of people who just know my face, which is fine. But now and then when you share a really impactful moment with someone and they're like, holy shit, thank you. That's incredible. Being able to experience that is brilliant, and I wouldn't, that's worth feeling a bit shitty when you're trying to go out and speak to people and you're getting recognized.
For sure.
But no, dude, I'm just a guy that makes videos. I'm not really different to anyone watching this, other than I spend more time looking at my YouTube studio and thinking about thumbnails. That's just my job, Say, when my mates who I'm hanging out with have to leave early to go to the chip shop, that's just their job. It's not who gives a shit?
I hear you, and I love your humility. It's awesome, and you should always stay like that. But bro, Steven Spielberg's just a guy who makes movies, right?
Yeah, but I like
Elon Musk is just a guy who launches rockets into space.
But that's true.
I like that attitude.
It's
though.
true.
It's fantastic.
I
It's
think
fantastic.
if you can go through,
Obviously,
I think if
yeah.
you can go through the majority of the journey without taking it too seriously and keeping it as I'm just a guy who makes videos and I think that
It's way more like reductionist, but it's still true. Like putting all this weird significance around it just adds more pressure. Like in a way, like just being a guy that makes videos takes the pressure off Tommy. The more you reduce something, the less significant it seems. Like Messi's just a dude who kicks a ball around. You know what I'm saying? Like you can reduce anything. Like I think it's a great attitude.
Is has longevity to it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
The way
It's good.
The way I've thought about it is
I like my
I used
steak.
to, in like year 9, sit and watch all the Sidemen's diss tracks with my friends, and you always view it as like, holy shit, that's KSI and Fixstar and Mini, like so many leagues above me. And then you go and like, and now I have like the same amount of subscribers KSI had when he was doing his diss tracks, and you're like, oh. No, I mean they were just guys making videos.
Yeah,
and just, like
yeah.
it's fun. They're still going home and unpacking the dishwasher and being guys, and like who gives it? You're just a dude that makes it, and like I don't know. That's it to me. That's why I'm pretty like turned off about money stuff as well. Like it's just not really something it impacts me or thinks about. I just sort of hang out with my mates and stuff.
Keep
yeah.
that.
Interesting.
Keep that.
Yeah,
energy
it's
for as long as you
I just
can.
make videos, and tell jokes to a camera. It's like,
It's
I think it's
fantastic.
smart, wise.
I want to see how that chips away. It'll be interesting to see how that chips away.
If.
You know what
It
I'm
always-
saying?
it
As
always
it's
is.
like
What do you
21,
mean?
and it's like, oh, the Rolls Royce now. Like,
No,
like,
the
see-
thing is, the UK YouTubers are all dicks to each other. The UK YouTubers are all dicks to each other, so it's like a series of checks and balances with all the UK YouTuber scenes, like making sure no one's britches get too big because they're always just being completely dicks.
What
Yeah,
yeah,
happens
man,
with it?
fuck that. I don't want any of that rich shit. Like it's arseholey, I wouldn't. I don't know what that means.
Do you have like a dream car? Do you have like a dream Do
No.
you ever have dreams?
Not that are like
material.
like that. I want to make videos and do cooler things, and like I've got loads of dreams when it comes to YouTube and like making more, I guess, art and stuff like that. But fucking, who cares about a golden I don't give a shit about that.
He's on his
I want
hustle-
to
he's on his
learn
hustle
about
wave.
psychology and stuff. I want to learn about
I respect
psychology
that a lot.
and comedy. And
I do think that Tommy, it's like, I think a lot of people get into YouTube for the money. Tommy, I think they are right. He's more like a comedian brain. You know what I'm saying? He's got much more of a comedian brain in him. Like, he cares about the art. He cares about experiences. He cares about discovering human nature, stuff like that. This podcast is making me gain like more respect for Tommy, who I already respected quite a lot.
writing, I really want to learn about writing techniques. Like those are my dreams, and like study that. My dream isn't let's get a Lamborghini and be around prostitutes. Like
sure.
who cares?
The prostitutes again.
I don't think anyone who's ultra successful led with their goal to be getting a Lamborghini, but like eventually it's, you look around, you look at your bank account, you're like, I have some extra money, there's a nice thing, I kind of want it. Splurge,
You're right. I've gotten like the bigger fish and chips, so I didn't need to get it.
I feel you.
But that's
Was it filling?
it was too much. I shouldn't. And then I didn't do it again because I knew it was too much. Like,
Yeah.
it's not. I don't know. Money doesn't lose its value just when it suddenly gets all strange. You just have to go, oh, cool. Now I can like. I'm just very, very lucky and grateful that it's not something I have to spend hours worrying about, And it's like, but it doesn't change anything. It's just you can get all this wanky ass shit, but it's and there's nothing wrong with that.
Tommy makes me feel bad for what an asshole I was when I was 17. He's so wise. Like, I don't know if his parents or it's just him or what, but dude, he makes me feel like such a dick. I was such a cunt when I was 17, comparatively.
Golden Lamborghini, and that's something that boosts your self-esteem and makes you happier. That's fine. It just doesn't for me. Like I would totally get some crazy lighting system that would improve my content, but like that's just not. I'm not asked about it personally.
That's super cool. I often have this feeling when I watch Aiden's live
Hey, what up,
streams.
Steven?
Like Aiden is making a lot of
Who's
money.
Aiden, sorry?
Aiden Ross.
Oh yeah, sure, yeah.
He bro, the kid makes bank, and yet he's still laptop, webcam on the laptop.
Yeah, because it's about
curtains
In his
the
room,
background.
curtains it looks like he hung a towel up over the window. He keeps it humble, which I think your audience definitely appreciates.
yeah. Like I got an office recently, and I was a bit like, I'm not. I haven't been streaming until I decorate it because I'm like, I just don't really like that I'm in it. I preferred being in my room, but like I felt like I had to get out of there because it was the work-life separation as well. It's quite important to me.
I think until about like 22, 23, all the money you make should probably go right back into your content.
I mean,
Because
sort of, but I watch all the Sidemen and Mr. Beast videos, like giving a homeless man $10 million, and then it pans to him going, subscribe to Mr. Beast. It's like, I don't give a shit about it. I want to sit and play Minecraft with my mates at 3 a.m. and record that.
Tommy's like, I don't give a shit about helping the homeless guy. Hey, what What up, Steven? How you doing, brother? Of course I do.
And tell jokes. Like the thing we're doing tomorrow is wait, when does this podcast come out?
Next week.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Like the thing we're doing is just going around London and telling me, you, and Will, but like, that's
Making
gonna be
dumb
funny.
jokes.
Yeah, we don't. It doesn't have to be this fucking. We're all the billionaires with. I keep saying sorry about it, but yeah,
It's harder
like,
though. The
Well,
thing is, it's
'cause-
harder.
okay,
Tommy's right, but it's harder because then you're relying on your personality to carry the concept, and I feel like it's much easier because that's harder to like. You have to develop as a human being, and it's way harder to develop into a human being that's personality can carry the content. Like that's such a more holistic, transformative experience. And it feels like that's attribute based. That's not something you can develop. I think you can develop it, but it's really hard. Like the other stuff is concept based, and you can always. It's so much easier to be like, oh, well, I can come up with a fucking banging concept. It's harder to be like, oh man, how do I become a more interesting person? You get what I'm saying, guys? Like I get what Tommy's saying. But I feel like if you're not somebody who's like necessarily a particularly charismatic individual that people naturally like gravitate towards or enjoy being around and doing stuff with in real life, like it's way easier to go conceptual and work on like reverse engineering why YouTube's videos work and doing it on a concept level. You know what I'm saying? It's interesting, dude. It's so, bro, that's so hard. Because I get what Tommy's saying and I think he's right, and I think that builds a much better, more engaged fan base, but it's much harder to like tell people like, oh dog, just be more interesting so people just want to see you do random stuff. You get what I'm saying? That's very interesting.
We came to this conclusion as well, like because you're funny, you know, you're entertaining. Like anyone's in a room with you, you know, they're listening to your jokes. You know, not everyone's like that. They gotta have a twang to their video or a theme, because anyone here could just sit here, watch you, talk to you all day, and be entertained.
Yeah.
But
just pull up,
you
sorry.
Take your time.
you're
man.
good.
Sorry, Logan.
Take your time, Tommy.
Oh, thank you.
So all right.
But I think also,
Genuine question. This is not. I'm not trying to prompt you or lead you into something. But
Sure.
do you think it's a bit odd that you're 17 years old, sitting on millions of dollars?
Billions, for the record.
Billions.
And yeah, it's fucking weird as shit. And I never would have predicted this, but it's like. I am so lucky, and this is a thing that I would have dreamed about 3 years ago. Even, dude, I used to watch your videos. Even like my friend Wilby, he was one of my favorite YouTubers. So yeah,
cool.
This is the dream. This is absolutely cool. So I would never want to spend a moment like. I don't know. I think it was very important to me what I was doing before, and I think that's fucking. I don't want to do anything different. I want to do that better, you know, and learn more about comedy. Like
That's
this is
really cool, man. I respect Tommy's approach so much. Weak Guy says, do you think starting on Twitch with the long form content molded Tommy's approach? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I think I can't decide. Maybe he's just making content that he's more of a fan of. And it sounds like he gravitates a lot towards. I wouldn't be surprised if he also enjoys podcasts, but it sounds like he gravitates towards and listens to a lot of stand-up comedy. So I wonder if that's what's more molded him, even than starting on Twitch. It's more so like the comedians that he enjoys himself, because I think usually people try to emulate the content they enjoy. Like for me, the first content that ever made me want to start making videos was listening to the Joe Rogan podcast when I was in high school. That was the first thing that I was like, oh man, this would be so cool. I'd love to do this. Before that, like I had watched YouTubers, but I never had that thought. I think for Tommy, it was like stand-up comedians are the ones who made him go like, oh man, I'd really love to do this. Like there's something that resonates in your soul when you watch something and you're like, oh, I'd love to do that. You get what I'm saying? I think that's what it is for Tommy. It's like his soul resonates with a really good stand-up comedian, or for him.
I'm just so grateful for it. It's sick, man.
It sounds like he's been media trained. I'm not even fucking.
I don't think it is, bro.
We got a golden goose on our hands.
You think you think I'm just a PR guy?
No, I think
not
you are that
bullshitting.
guy again.
I'm just
don't
one
think
big
he's
statement.
I think you are that guy.
Behind
pal.
the camera, I'm with the cash and the prostitutes.
who briefed you before this? Who gave you these talking points?
Tobo.
Tobo.
See, this is where I'm like, bro, sometimes I feel that Impaulsive loses perspective because they're in the LA fake fucking scene so hard. People in LA are not representative of normal people, bro. That's the thing. Like, I think that the perspective sometimes you get on Impaulsive gets super skewed because their worldview is shaped because of the people who are in LA, and not just in LA, but in the social media scene. And like, I spent one summer in LA, and I was at a substantially, like not even measurably, success level different than Logan. And the people that I encountered trying to social climb off of the like minuscule amount of clout that I had Oh, I hated it. Like I thought people were kidding. They were so fucking vacuous and blatantly like two-faced clout chasers. I thought they were joking. Because I was like, there's no way people like this are real. Like they're caricatures. Like the caricatures you see of people in LA are like, they don't go far enough. Like they're just actual people. So I feel like Mike and Logan, people are so materialistic in LA that they can't fathom it, you know? I don't think Tommy's bullshitting. I don't think he's lying. I just think Mike and Logan have become overly cynical because they've got such a high exposure to materialistic assholes in LA that they think that is the same in Gin Pop, which it's not. LA is just, like Spring Cocktail said, LA is shit.
Tommy?
It's the worst.
Be genuine, Tommy.
I don't know, like...
Don't tell them about the money you lie.
Please tell me about poggers, bro, because you do this a lot. I don't know, you definitely have, like, a language. Like, I'm old now.
Poggers.
And I don't know what you're saying.
It's just Twitch.
Pog just means awesome, and it just sounds funny, so I say it.
Okay.
Pog jump, innit?
That's so easy to understand. I can...
There you go.
Okay.
Give it a Google, Logan. Put in some effort.
Who do you watch on Twitch?
Phil's a Minecraft. You watch Phil? You watch Phil's there?
No.
Change your life, Logan. It'll make you a better man.
What if you're already the best?
You can't be the best. You're not the best, Logan.
What about you?
I'm not the best. I watch Phil's in Minecraft.
Right.
He humbles me.
I'm just kidding.
You gotta watch Phil.
I'm gonna
Watch
ask
Phil.
Okay. I don't want any problems. What, you're gonna watch? Fuck. You're gonna watch
Phil.
Bitch.
He's got a wife, you know.
Cool. Anyway, listen.
Please keep
Listen.
going.
I'm gonna ask you a question, and for all the fucking Minecraft people, don't come at me.
Here we go. It's gonna be about Twitter.
Nah, bro. What the fuck is Minecraft? Like, what is that?
What is the? Hey, Logan, is this Cap? Are you that guy?
I'll tell you what I see as a person so ignorant, right?
Yeah.
To, like video games in general,
Yeah.
but especially Minecraft, which I'm kind of embarrassed because it's such a big game and I should know. But I'm with you, an expert. This is why I do the podcast. You know, I love
Yeah.
doing this podcast because I can also learn. And Minecraft, from my perspective, a noob is like a little like square person made out of building blocks, going around to more building blocks and building more things with blocks.
That's true.
Sure.
Pretty good. Accurate, yeah?
So, for me, Minecraft is pretty good because it's a fucking like canvas to make jokes on. So like you can do it, and you can really like quite physically articulate like physical comedy in the game. So it's really good for making jokes on and video. Like I went on a Minecraft date, and it's really clear what's happening, especially when you get mods in like proximity chat and stuff. But the game it's just a clear sandbox creative game. You know, you've played video games.
Yeah.
Cool.
I played World of Warcraft.
Yeah, it's just like a sandbox video game. Just give it a try, innit?
But But is it like it's not autonomous? It's up to each person to create like build a world, build a house. Like I seen my friend that like had a lake once.
Yeah, I mean, the lake's pretty
Fuck, bro. This guy's like, yo, this fucking
Noob.
idiot doesn't know
He
needs a
Minecraft.
straight noob.
There's this Cap, boys. Wagwan.
What are speed runs?
One.
It's where you play the game but really fast.
As
trying to
fast as
complete it.
possible.
Yeah.
Are you good at speed runs?
I'm actually the 2,300th fastest speedrunner in the world. So
Is he actually?
nah, I don't cap. G.
Smoked him. Got your ass, gangster.
Got
me
your ass,
every
G.
time.
It's over for you, homie.
Pog.
What's the coolest thing that you ever built in
God,
Minecraft?
you are just so old.
Yes. You're so right.
Yeah,
You're so
He
right.
picked on you. No.
Listen, I don't want any trouble.
Pretty old too, Logan.
Oh, 28?
28.
Why did I add 2 years? Like a
Cracking
fucking
on.
idiot. Like I didn't even say a good age.
You gonna have kids, Logan?
I said an awkward fucking
Because
age. I'm
neither-
only 26.
Because we haven't slept in like 8 days.
Yeah.
You gonna have kids, Logan?
I'll have a couple.
Why?
Love myself.
And wants to make more of himself with the same DNA.
God, you suck.
I know. I'm sorry. The worst.
I feel like the more Logan hangs out in the UK, the better it will be for him. Like Puerto Rico, I feel might have too many of like the hustle business bros. I kind of feel like I think the environment would actually be good because there'd be people that he actually respects who would bust his balls, you know?
Kids? Oh, you are a kid. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm too young. Too young. I'm just making videos.
You're just a guy making videos.
So you are in a Bo Burnham song. How do you feel about that? You really kind of went on to Jimmy Kimmel about that. You are in that funny feeling. You are part of the funny feeling, Logan. That's funny.
Storms?
Yeah, he's brilliant. He's brilliant.
Yeah.
Who did you watch 3, 4, 5 years ago when you were growing up on YouTube?
Ooh, Wilbur.
I watched a lot of Will N.E.
Great jawline.
Who?
Will N.E.
Beautiful
Will N.E.
jawline.
Where he's mates with True Johnny.
Oh fuck.
Jawline like a brick.
Asshole. Just fucking.
I don't know.
Sorry
I don't
about
know
that,
shit,
Will.
bro. My consumption is where it should be. I don't watch a lot.
Yeah, a lot of American TV with my parents. Like every night we watch a sitcom before bed. So The Office, Simpsons.
No. I'm talking YouTubers.
Of course you are. Sunday, he's a Minecraft YouTuber. Fucking.
Steve will do it.
I'm trying to think.
Give him like a year watching.
No.
Steve will do
The
it.
reason I ask is I'm continuing this conversation. So I watched Bo Burnham religiously growing
Really?
up. That was one of the it was
Really?
How do
him.
you feel being put in the song?
Cool, awesome, dude. I watched this guy growing up. I was stunned with how creative he was. A decade ago. And by the way, I just went back and did the math on when he made all his songs back in the day. I'm Boyo, words. I think he was 19 when he made these music
2
videos.
years then.
Dude, he's a genius though.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
He's always been brilliant. And so being put in a song is incredible.
I want to be like Bo Burnham.
That is the thing you should be saying.
That's how I do.
He said that though.
dude.
Did he
I
not?
spoke to him.
I haven't. He's a bit of a. I think he's a bit of a recluse, a little bit introvert. Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
He's probably a really, really, really high functioning genius who prefers
Like me.
alone. Yes, you could be Bo Burnham.
I will be.
Would you ever do a Netflix type long?
Fuck yeah, that sounds brilliant.
Oh, dude, you're gonna be big, dude.
Well, don't get ahead of yourself, my G. You gotta go through the stand-up comedy gauntlet. I feel that would be so hard, man. Stand-up comedy sounds brutal. You get up, try to tell jokes. If you're doing a YouTube video and you make something, or even Twitch, that's not funny, you don't get the visceral feeling of 30 or 100 people just staring at you, not laughing. There's nothing worse. Even with your friend group, who's people who love and support you, if you make a joke that doesn't land, you're just bro, I just want to die. Imagine that in front of strangers. It'd be so brutal. Hey, what's up, Bob? Welcome. I'm so glad you could make it. Stand-up comedy's brutal. And you have to tell the same jokes and work through them. It sounds so hard, man.
You're gonna be massive.
Thanks, Logan.
No, that's on God.
try.
Our podcast, we're kind of notorious for predicting and being way ahead of just reality.
Impaulers. I'm gonna be big.
Did you just give a nickname to our audience?
Impaulers.
Yeah.
Impaulers.
That's a great name, actually.
I hate it.
Yeah.
He's
Impaulers.
really big on the predictions. Hit the little baby one right on the head.
Like the car.
The day that I retreated and retracted my little baby comments, motherfucker goes to jail. I was actually right.
Should have just held
I
on
should've-
just a little bit longer.
Hours.
Just a little bit
Hours.
longer. Yeah.
I was I was wrong about Lil Baby. Lil Baby goes to jail. Hasn't had a hit song since. Not true.
He's still
Featured on Drake's album. He's killing
crushing. You want to know something?
Sure.
The fun thing about your situation is you can just cheat your way into victory on whatever format, platform, or vertical you do. So if you want to become the world's biggest chef tomorrow and you want to start making souffle, do you know how to make a souffle?
Yes.
You can do that tomorrow.
That's cap.
Like this. And just be the world's biggest. If you want to be the world's best mini golfer, tomorrow you're the world's best. That's
Not
the
best.
interesting dynamic of being a.
Not best, most popular. There's a big difference, baby. I feel like that, again, shows the American perspective on this stuff and the externally driven thing. Mike says best. He actually means most popular. But his subconscious definition of the best in any of these different avenues is the most popular. He's not oh, you could be the best mini golfer. That means you are the best at the skill of doing mini golf. He's no, you're the best mini golfer because the only reason that you do anything is to be popular at it. Isn't that interesting? That's such a dichotomy because Tommy's saying the exact opposite. He's saying no, I want to be really good at the act of doing stand-up comedy, not I want to be the most popular stand-up comic, which is intrinsically and value focused rather than extrinsically and outcome focused. Oh, that's interesting. That's such, man, I think that's so much of why they can't find common ground, because they're inherently externally driven people, and Tommy's an inherently internally driven people, which there's nothing wrong with it. It's just different goals, but it's like they're never going to see eye to eye on what their outcomes are, and they're not going to understand each other.
Hyperactive, like really hot influencer, you can just turn on in these new verticals and bring your audience with you to something new. So if you did,
which is true, like Mike's 100%
you started
right.
playing a guitar, like you can just kind of win. Is that?
It's the phenomenon with boxing.
But that's what I'm getting
That's true.
at, though.
Yeah, a lot of my friends
You
have
know?
started doing music, and now they're like crazy big musicians.
Right.
Actually?
Yeah, Dream's song, who like makes the Minecraft videos, has like 60 million plays on Spotify.
Popped off,
Do you think
bro.
that's fucked
Oh my
up?
God.
Do you think
Corpse
that's
is
fucked
killing
up?
it.
Like,
No, what do you mean? Is it fucked up?
well, because I mean, at one point, like to be a renowned artist, you had to
Jesse.
be the best at the art. Nowadays, you just have to be the loudest or the best at like or the most talked about in some other
It's
aspect.
been democratized. You didn't have, maybe you weren't the best. Maybe your record label's sick back in the day. Now it's, anyone can do anything.
The thing about their stuff is they get the initial like momentum boost, which is cool. That doesn't mean it's shit though. He wouldn't be getting 80 million plays if it was like at all. No, I think it's totally fair.
Yeah, yeah.
Good on him, man. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Like
Tommy's right.
Tubbo
People wouldn't keep watching. Oftentimes, if like YouTubers aren't good and they start another project, they'll bang views initially, and the trajectory just goes like this. Like it's just a downward slide into people not watching. If it's not good, you can't retain people across multiple drops of whatever it is. Like if there's not something actually good about it, people will give you a shot. They'll give you maybe 1 or 2 tries. If you don't hook them, they won't keep watching. You know what I mean?
My mate Tubbo, he released a song that was really good, and he was like beating the gorillas in the charts. Like he's just
The gorillas are sick.
sick,
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
they
I
used
think
to be.
expressing
I haven't
yourself
listened to
on
them.
whatever art is fucking cool. It's like like if I went into stand-up comedy because I do comedy and do that, like you wouldn't be like, dude, does that not fucking make sense?
Yeah.
Like it's just what you do.
What you're asking is the same critique that all the like. Again, I'll just
The
relate it to
boxing
boxing because
stuff.
we've seen
For
that.
sure.
It's these guys don't. They haven't been here. Why is this fair? Why what it's. We worked very hard over here, and I don't see a problem with parlaying my audience over here.
But also that
What The Rock
conversation
did.
is
It's what The Rock did with wrestling and then moving into acting, right? Like he built up a fan base in wrestling, then he moved to acting, and he was able to command higher salaries than a lot of other actors in their first movie because he was already famous. Same with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Like it's not something that's new to YouTube. It's just we see it more with YouTube.
null on their side because you guys also, you and your brother both work very hard on the boxing side.
But I hear what you're asking, though. I do.
It's just a question. I mean, it's something to think about. Like it's are
Do you still do
there
boxing?
Not so much.
quit, he
I'm
quit.
focused more on drinking right now.
yeah,
Alcohol.
how
and not
He's like, I'm
sleeping.
really targeting the Steve will do it vertical, trying to get my chug speed up.
Again, it's just not safe, dude.
I just want to be like you.
The things I put my body through are
Are you all right? Like,
no.
No, I told you that at the beginning of the show. He's by the way, he's aged like 15 years in the past
Look
like
at
6
look
months.
Why
at
don't you just,
directly
like,
in
stop?
between my eyes, and tell me what you see. Go ahead, you can
That's
say it, bro.
it?
Tell me,
I don't get it.
tell me what you see, bro. Right
What do
here.
you see over there?
What do you see right here? Can't be
Like-
that hard. Tommy, say it. I'm giving you permission, bro.
Just fucking-
Like spots. What?
yeah, that's
That's
fine.
what I've got
I
then, though.
think-
Don't worry about it, Logan.
No, acne, fam.
Yeah, I got that too, man. Don't
I'm
worry about
a
it.
grown man, though, right?
I'm a grown man.
Okay. But eventually the acne's supposed to stop, bro. Like, I'm
It
supposed
hasn't,
to stop,
bro.
and I don't have it often. But recently,
cream, my man.
my health
Are you washing
is
your face in the
declining.
shower?
Yeah, no, because I'm not
Why don't
sleeping
you
or
speak to
showering
someone?
ever.
Oh,
We haven't slept in 8 days.
I feel like you've got to.
eight,
Oh, really?
eight days.
You got to be healthy, man. It's like life's like a
hell.
pyramid, right? And you can't do the top stuff if you don't have the bottom
it's a
stuff. You got to
it's
like
a rhombus.
eat, sleep, fucking be healthy, have good mental health to do all the cool stuff like start an NFT.
Facts.
Do like you got to work.
You
on
said
the bottom
eat,
stuff.
sleep, and fucking. You should have just stopped there.
Maslow's
That's all
hierarchy,
it does.
baby.
Yeah, but
He doesn't sleep actually.
you got to sleep.
That's so unhealthy, bro. I don't
I'm
know
not
how they
concerned-
go on these benders. I'd be dead. I go out drinking and stay out a little bit too late with my friends, like once every 2 weeks, and I'm fucking dead for the next week. My motivation, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know how you can. People are built different. Like, I can't handle it. It's like I have 4 beers and I have a headache the next day.
With the acne, by the way, I wanted to tell you this. I think our big issue that we're running into is these, like, the lines
On my face?
both of us, the crow's feet.
You
Oh,
worried
crow's
about
feet
getting
all
wrinkly
day.
at all?
Nope.
Ever. There's always going to be beautiful.
Yes.
Fire.
I just took a very serious tone. All of it. You're like, yeah, dude, I'm not okay. Hey, dude, you want to get wrinkled?
No, I'm joking. By the way, I'm being
I was like, I
facetious.
was really
I'm being facetious.
concerned for
No.
like 30
Sorry.
seconds. Oh, okay.
I'm 100% okay.
Okay, all of it that took a really
Nah.
serious tone.
Bro, I'm 110% okay.
I'm not sure I'm qualified, Logan.
I'm not okay because I'm like fucking not. But like that chaos is like currently where I'm thriving in this like I'm in the middle of like an art project myself. You know, you talk about art, which I find fascinating. You know, it's not often that a kid your age is more focused on the art rather than literally everything
That's
else.
what I mean. That's what it, dude.
I think again, though, that's just the LA thing. Like, it's just the people that you've met because you've been in social media since you were like 17, dude. You know what I mean? Like, they started so young, they haven't experienced these different things. It's interesting too because I can't. I don't know how. Like, some of you guys are talking about how you're able to handle benders. I can't, dude. I don't have the energy to be fun the day after. I'm so dead.
Everything else. Everyone looks at it the wrong way around. You got to make good fucking videos if you want to sell merch and make.
But
it like, it
the
doesn't
flip
matter.
side, though, is like it doesn't matter how good what you're making is if no one knows about it. Like, you could have the best restaurant in the world. If it's in the middle of the Amazon and no one knows it's there, you won't sell any steak. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be the best restaurant in the world quantitatively, or qualitatively, excuse me. But then, like, you have to balance that quality with the marketing because there's tons of artists who are amazing that nobody fucking knows about, and so they can't even make money on their art, you know?
You can do whatever you want as long as it's that fucking pyramid, right? All the other stuff above it, selling merch, doing a YouTube, like whatever you're focused on, doesn't matter if you don't have the good stuff, which is make good videos.
That's true, but then if no one sees it,
Fucking,
you can't put your
So-
focus
it's so
and
cool
effort
to
100%.
see, these young YouTubers on the come up, because you know there's always gonna be someone next up, and it's you, TommyInnit.
Thanks.
And by the way,
Paul.
why in it? Are you in it? Where are you?
Oh yeah, so everyone in Nottingham would go like, "You're like in it" after a sentence.
Oh, that's Tommy.
That's British slang, right?
Yeah. And so my name's Tom Simons, but I was like, Tommy is the cool version of Tom. Why is my name Tommy? It can be, and so I just that was my username.
In it isn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah, like
It's Tommy, isn't it?
It's TommyInnit.
you're right in it. In it, like
So no, but in that context, that doesn't make much sense to me.
well, it doesn't. But that's
okay,
Britain.
you all right? you all right in it? Like that? You all right?
It's
in
like
it?
saying like, right? It's just a verbal pause.
Would you say in it? Like
Let's go get Sunday.
that's
in
some
it.
food in it. Like, is that some food? Isn't it? Like question mark. but
Okay. I think I'll go ahead and
Sure.
need that into my vocabulary. You ever make a pizza or something?
No.
Something to consider.
You never made a pizza?
Okay. I'll consider it. We can make pizza, Logan.
I don't want to do it with you.
No, you do.
I don't.
No, you do.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I'll be
Well-
your pizza boy.
What kind of pizza do you order?
Whoa.
Like the meat feast or pepperoni.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you have any hobbies? Like
Honestly, guys, barbecue pizza is so good. It's hard to find a good barbecue pizza, but a good barbecue pizza just hits so well. I've been craving it like a fiend recently.
assembling.
Yeah, I play the piano. I'm a grade 5 jazz pianist. So I do a lot of piano and singing and stuff, and just
You sing?
I did sing lessons for like a year, but I'd never want to do it like that. I just like I don't think I'm very good at it. I just kind of like doing it.
This
Just
is
a
gonna-
hobby.
I can't wait for you to put out a song. Have you yet?
No, I don't really. I do a diss track, or maybe if it was doing comedy things like Bo Burnham. But
You're
it's not.
gonna. It's gonna be sick.
I don't really want it. It's
You're
not.
going
Everyone,
to.
it feels a bit
I
oversaturated.
literally promise you that you're going to.
Yeah, but I
you're
could
gonna
do it-
realize. You're gonna realize that if you can play piano and you can sing, you're gonna fucking. And
But
you-
okay, my mindset on that is like I could be an okay musician.
Magician.
I knew it. I fucking told I told you. I called it in the episode. I just said it, dude. It's obvious.
that was no, Tommy. You got it. That was a good joke.
You pulled yourself out of the hat,
yeah,
brother. Like,
you really did, Tommy. Get back in the hat.
just
Get back in there. Continue what you were saying.
I feel
about
like Jim
being
Halpert. I keep
about
looking
being
at the
a
camera like that. It's
magician.
yeah, like music. Like I could join the all right musicians. Well, not all, but like there's a lot of musicians, right? Or I could try stand up, which is something that not many people, and I really want to try that. And I might incorporate it into my stuff, but it's just not something.
Yeah, there's never been like a big YouTuber except for maybe George, but George is also like as successful as he is, and he's much more successful than me. What up, Skeppy? And I love George, but I would call him like a B tier YouTuber probably. Like if Tommy's S, George would be like B tier, and there's never been like an S tier YouTuber that crossed over into stand up, you know?
I'm really passionate and want to make videos and do all that. But I don't really like. I'm just not. It's not something that excites me. And all that matters is like if you're not enjoying it or exciting it, it doesn't like. I just want to sit and play the piano.
There's so much truth that Tommy's in this podcast.
Yeah, you have taste, dude. Even the way you
Thanks,
dress,
Logan.
like, yeah, no, you're serious. You got it going on, dude. Way to go.
Thanks, Logan.
When are you gonna get a haircut?
Hey, Bob, don't feel bad. I'm 28 and I'm watching a 17-year-old that's more successful than me. Hey, truth is truth. Wisdom is wisdom. It doesn't matter how old you are when you're finding it out. The beautiful thing is you can hear wisdom from somebody else and you can apply it to your life. Like, I'm 28, Tommy's 17. It doesn't matter. Like, I can hear a lot of Tommy saying, and it's like, if it resonates with you, you can implement it into your own life to make your life better. It doesn't matter how old you are. Like, a 50-year-old could hear some of what Tommy's saying and take some of the distilled wisdom and apply it to their life. Does that make sense? Like, don't feel bad, baby. Like, don't feel bad. Like, Tommy's more successful than a lot of people ever will be. Like, there's people who are 98 on their deathbed and they're not as successful as Tommy. But that's just on one metric. Like, on another metric, like, maybe that person has a super successful and happy family life. Maybe they were a doctor and they treated a number of people and helped heal them. Like, don't feel bad. Money's not everything. If you care about that stuff, you can also listen to what Tommy's saying. Like, he's even saying that. Like, he cares more about the fulfillment aspect than he does the money. So, I think it's fascinating.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
You get
Don't
along
feel
with
bad.
your parents? All
That's
is well and
Tommy's
good
lesson.
in the
Don't
family?
feel bad about it.
Any siblings?
No, got 2 dogs. So.
Only child gang.
Cool.
What's up?
You fuck with them?
No, literally, I don't.
Oh, yes.
I did not ask if you fucked your dogs,
You
Tommy.
populate?
What kind of dogs you got?
He goes, what the fuck?
A Whippet and a Saluki Greyhound.
Talking about whippets.
Yep.
I guarantee TommyInnit has no fucking idea what whippets are.
And good, bro. By the way,
Not,
good.
and not the dog, Tommy.
He needs to stay pure, bro.
The world is a cold, dark place full of aerosol
Cool.
going directly into your brain.
You you've never been to LA, right?
Nope.
Don't.
Don't go there.
Stay away. Never go there.
Okay.
It's a poison.
Stay here.
You
Tommy.
guys are weird.
It's not false.
Stay here as long as you can, Tommy.
Okay.
You're moving to Brighton, though.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna move. I'm interested in doing hard crack.
Just really want to know what soft crack is at this point.
No, soft crack
It's
isn't
got to
for
be
me.
hard crack.
I'll move to LA and I'll.
Crack by default is hard. That's what it's called. It's called hard.
What are whippets called in America? Or I mean, the UK.
Soft crack is just cocaine.
That's mush.
Mush.
I wouldn't do no mush. Mush ain't for me.
The world's a dark place, dude. And I want you to stay. I want you to stay pure,
Logan, I didn't know that until you told me. You've enlightened me, Logan.
Tommy.
Now I know the world it bad.
No, Tommy, you don't know. And your sarcasm.
I'm not sarcastic.
No,
Logan.
that was a sarcastic
No, it
joke.
wasn't.
Tommy, listen to me.
I don't do jokes.
Tommy, see that
We're
was
like
sar-
brothers.
You ever read The Outsiders?
Yeah.
The book?
Yes.
Pony Boy.
The Pony Boy, 100%.
Stay golden.
100%.
Stay golden.
Stay golden,
Stay
Tommy.
golden.
All right.
Pony
I
Boy.
will stay golden for you, Logan and Michael.
If you had to give me one piece of advice right now, I'm 9 years older than you. What would it be?
Honestly, weirdly, I do think that as much as Logan wants to mentor Tommy, and he probably could in a number of like materialistic and business and operational ways, in a way, I actually feel like Tommy has some more wisdom on how to live a fulfilling life than Logan. So it's funny that like even though Logan wants to be a mentor, and I feel like and the stuff that matters a little bit more, Logan could actually use a mentor like Tommy. You know what I mean? Isn't that odd? It's so weird to think about.
You know when you're doing things, I think it might not be an American trait, but the thing I've noticed is a lot of people go like, right, I want to spend the next 5 years working really hard, and then I'm going to go be happy and live in LA. I think you should.
I tend to do
I'm
that.
gonna get philosophical on you.
Sure.
I think, I don't know. My philosophy is like it doesn't matter about what shit you're doing. You got to be happy then successful. So no matter what you want to do, make sure you're happy first, and don't, go do that, and then be successful and get all your videos. I also think you should make.
You know what's really interesting is there's this saying. I think it's a Buddhist saying. I could be wrong. It's like when you're ready, the teacher will appear. I'm really resonating with a lot of the truth that Tommy's dropping here. This is something I've been thinking about a lot, just in my personal life, or in my professional life. I'm like, man, I see how people are successful in all these different areas, but they don't like speak to me. But then I feel inclined to do them because I want to be successful. But it's like being successful in and of itself isn't really an end. Like, you can be successful, but if you're not doing something that fulfills you while you're doing that success, you don't have a chance to enjoy and appreciate your life. You know what I mean? So I don't know. This is like, I appreciate this, and I appreciate this message a lot. Is that my wife? No, I think I heard a door. Well, whatever. Maybe the ghost in the attic also appreciates this message.
I think you're very
this
good
is
at
beautiful.
Like, I was looking at your TikToks earlier, and you're very creative with it and good at it. Like, I know you're giving Bo Burnham a lot of credit, but you're good at it. You should go back to making videos. Like, I enjoyed that.
Bro, Logan's so good at short form content. Like, he's ridiculous. Like Vine and TikTok and stuff. He's so good at it. Hold on.
Very creative with it and good at it. Like, I know you're very good at. Don't go do that and then be successful and get all your videos. I also think you should make videos. I think you're very good at making videos. Like, I was looking at your TikToks earlier, and you're very creative with it and good at it. Like, I know you're giving Bo Burnham a lot of credit, but you're good at it. You should go back to making videos. Like, I enjoyed that.
Thank you.
I like just vlogs that you enjoy and you're passionate about, because you're such a big name now that, like, I think as long as you're into it and it's a good content, like, I think you should make videos.
Thank you, Tommy. I appreciate that.
I think that's true.
I'm just a genuine guy.
You are sometimes.
I am.
You are. You are. You really are. You really are. But you definitely. Bro, jokes are more fun, right? Like, comedy's
like bouncing
good,
between comedy and genuine, because it always.
Jokes make truth more palatable. I don't feel like when Tommy's joking, you can clearly tell, and it's hitting at like another truth. Like, joking and being serious and moving back and forth between them is a way to make information more palatable and communicate to people like, hey, you don't have to worry, you're not going to get hurt. We're joking and we're serious, you're safe. Does that make sense? It's a weird, like, thing. Yeah. I get that. I get that a lot. I've not seen Techno's new video, guys. We usually wait for the Dream S&P lore, and we do it when Evan puts it into the doc, so we can give you guys the best reaction we can.
Settles people, and that's amusing.
I totally feel you. I had to recently, now actually more than ever, I'm having less and less serious conversations, because that kind of joking.
Serious conversations are great, like off camera, but on I'm not here to be serious. That's
sometimes. Recently, probably because I've been drunk. I don't want to have serious conversations.
You're not why you're drunk, Logan Paul.
I'm drunk more than I'm not drunk now.
That sounds awesome.
It is.
It's not. No.
Cool. I'm never drunk, other than when I am.
Could you see yourself drinking one day after the crack?
I don't know.
The hard
I
crack.
think the idea of not being in control of your own brain isn't one that appeals to me.
See, I'm the opposite. I like that challenge. I like throwing my mind through a loop and seeing if I can survive. So far, so good.
I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't. It doesn't really appeal to me.
So you'll never go to Burning Man?
What? I don't know what that is.
Okay. Imagine a apocalyptic environment where there is no money, and every good or service.
Have you been?
I have twice.
Do you get recognized a lot?
Yes.
Do you get recognized a lot in England?
Yes.
How is it?
Especially after
Good.
KSI
Take photos
fights.
with everyone.
Yeah, everyone. Well, 99.9% of the time. So if I'm rushing through the airport or some shit, I'm gonna miss my flight, or it affects me. I don't. You take photos?
Yeah.
Are you a nice creator, dude? Like, you give back to your fans? Tommy,
If
I
anyone
love
ever
you.
recognizes me, I it's sort of like if they just sort of know what I look like and are like, oh, cool. I'm usually a little bit faster and more like, because it can be quite when you're just trying to be out with your mates. It's
yep.
like I never say no unless, like, again, like, I mean, I can't.
What about at dinner?
What?
At dinner.
I haven't had. Maybe it's just a COVID thing. I haven't been out for many dinners.
Really?
When I'm at like Costa or something, I do, as long as it's not. I think I politely go. No, I'm very approachable. I found out. Like, most of my friends don't have people coming up to them when they're on their own, but I do, like, always, which I'm sort of fine with, because I think I've only had one person, and even then it was very tame, who was like, I don't like you, and I went, fair enough.
In person?
Yeah.
Oh, that never happens.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, but I like, so if they sort of just know me and like they always go, my sister watches you, and I'm like, cool.
Why would someone not like you?
My humor is very subjective, I think, and I'm very, like, this is, in my videos I'm a lot more I think my humor's quite intense, and I think people go in and out of phases of my stuff. Like,
I wonder if he meant he doesn't like you, like he doesn't watch your stuff
the
or
Sidemen
care for
viewers
it.
all hate me because my whole bit is that I'm mean to the Sidemen because no one is ever mean to the Sidemen, so
But-
they all just don't like it.
But the Sidemen viewers are, I'd imagine they're a little older than your demographic.
Well, they're all like, they're sort of the same demographic, but not. I don't imagine the TommyInnit viewers and the Sidemen viewers would hang out at school.
Okay.
So I mean, they might.
So,
though.
but
I
no,
don't-
but no. This is what he
That's-
was kind of
that's
asking earlier.
stereotyping, you know, I don't
Describe a Tommy interviewer and a Sidemen viewer at school. Like, who are these? Like, what tables do they sit at?
The Sidemen viewers would play football,
Okay.
and the TommyInnit viewers would sit quietly thinking about playing Minecraft. And yeah, but I mean, that's just my very stereotype.
Sure,
but,
sure.
But what I was saying about getting
Is that true?
recognized is if like
Is that
they
true? I'm so out of touch. I would have no idea. Do you guys agree with that? I'm curious, chat.
see me and they know me, like I'll take a photo with them. I sometimes will go. I've got to be a bit quick if I'm in a rush to go somewhere. But when it's like someone clearly watches me, I've got all the time in the world for that.
Okay.
Because it's like
That's
being able to
so
share such
sweet.
an impactful moment with someone so constantly. That's fucking awesome.
very cool.
So yeah, I'll take all the time in the world for that.
Sure. Yeah. Then, by the way, like they'll remember these moments forever, right?
I would do if I met me.
Yeah, bro. Well, you're a goat and that
I am
guy.
the goat and the guy. Sometimes, Logan, you confuse me.
I think you're confused.
I am. I'm just a confused boy who wants to be more like Logan Paul.
Stop.
Dude, I
Stop.
can't
Bro,
get
he's
out of
making
my-
Logan feel so bad.
I'm gonna go to like Santa Monica in 10 years, and he's gonna just be pulling crack out of a hat, like a magic hat, dude. Dressed
will.
as a magician, with
I'll be the
just
crack
a
magician.
pocket full of hard crack, dude.
Yeah. Don't
Yeah.
just stay clean,
Oh, I
dude.
will.
Stay golden.
Okay, I'll stay clean, but only because of you, Logan. I was on the verge of meth, but I turned it down.
Good.
I think you just
I
turned
thought-
into a robot.
What would Logan Paul do?
Good. Do you think your audience is gonna have the attention span to watch
Yeah,
this?
my
enti-
audience, I think they'll enjoy this.
They
Oh, he's a
love you.
Twitch
Really?
They
streamer.
like when I go on podcast.
That's such a goofy question. A Twitch streamer's audience has the longest attention span. Some Twitch streamers do fucking 10 hours. Twitch stream is the longest. It's way longer format than podcasts even, right? Like podcasts are maybe 2-3 hours. Like Twitch streams can go like 12 hours.
Podcasts, because I don't.
Have
hold
you been
back.
on a podcast before?
Yeah, I've been on Jackmates, Mini Minters,
Oh,
and the
nice.
E-Boys.
Oh.
Shout out Simon.
And
It's
you-
not my
King.
first rodeo.
Got it.
I'm experienced. I'm experienced.
Could you see yourself being a side man one day?
No. I could see myself doing a group channel, definitely, but
Really?
not a side man, no.
With Rambo,
Rambo, Tubbo,
Tobo.
Walba.
Walbo,
Your Jack's funny, bro.
Drumbo.
Not Drumbo. God, no, not Drumbo.
Fuck
Is that
guy.
right? Is that
Nah, I
one?
just making things up. That's how I do it. You been to Stonehenge?
Have you been to Stonehenge?
No.
You haven't? How come no one from England has been to Stonehenge?
Do you want to come with us?
Nah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's next to a highway, I heard.
Pretty much
Yeah,
expected.
right.
How did the stones get there, though, Tommy?
I don't know. Logan.
So you don't know this.
No, I don't spend much time
What-
studying
what-
stone. I can.
What do you know?
Hey, what's up, Sophie?
A lot.
But not where the stones came from.
Not where the stones came from. I
Yep.
don't fuck with the stones, Logan.
Give me 3 facts right now.
Don't go. That makes me so sad because I love the idea of Stonehenge, and like most Americans do, we've mythologized it so much. And everyone, I think Stephanie's been. Everyone who's been says it's so lame, and I'm like, oh, I like it in my head that it's such a crazy place.
You're good at this.
Yeah, I do this.
That's one.
Yeah, you're good at. Yeah, no, you're good at this.
That's the same one.
That's an opinion, Michael.
Nah, that is a
No, it's
fucking
a fa- he's
fact.
good.
Big
at it.
No, it's an opinion.
I'm good at this.
Logan, are you arrogant?
Yes.
Then stop.
No,
I don't want-
no.
I
If
don't
I was
want-
arrogant, I wouldn't stop.
I don't want you to be arrogant, Logan.
I'm joking.
You need to be more grounded.
I don't disagree.
You need to go to a pub and you need to go, I'm Logan Paul, and watch all the old men look at you and go, fuck off. You need to go on the underground tube and go, hey guys, it's me, Logan, and everyone goes, I don't care. You need that in your life, Logan.
This is
Let
the
me
advice
ground you.
I was looking
Right.
for earlier.
Let me ground you, Logan.
Thank you, Tommy. Please,
It's okay.
bro. I'm a spoiled little bitch now, dude.
Yes.
It's a disaster.
I think Jimmy Kimmel.
He got in my
To
head,
be
dude.
fair, it's hard. Like Logan is massively successful, and the fight with Floyd made so much money. I bet it is hard. Like when you get that much money in one day, it's got to be so difficult.
Fuck
Right?
you,
Fuck
Jimmy
the boss.
Kimmel.
What did he
I'm
say?
not kidding.
Really?
I,
What
that,
did it upset you?
He
What
said.
did
He
say?
said.
dude, he stabbed me in the back.
What did
That's
he
like my
say?
boy.
He said-
Jimmy, I'll give him a little message. Stop.
Thank you.
Sorry, what did he do?
He said
No.
him and Donald Trump are best friends. Or
No,
something
no.
like that.
He said something about. It doesn't matter. We talked
You're a
about
big
it.
Donald Trump fan, are you, Logan?
No, I'm not.
Good.
What did he say? Once again, the sport of boxing has brought all the idiots out, or something like that. What was it like?
Who cares, dude?
I don't
Oh,
know.
dude, who cares, man?
Who
All
gives
the
a
American
shit,
talk show.
dude?
I really like John Oliver, and I'm not, I'm stereotyped. They're all fucking wrote to appeal to the most people. It's not art. It's not
That's
jokes.
true.
It's a team of 100 writers, which
It's
is fine. But who
boring,
gives a
man.
shit?
It's all
Logan?
political.
It's
now.
Yeah,
boring.
it's fucking.
It's like the
everyone-
distilled, most boring possible take you could have on any subject. It's so boring.
it through focus groups. Who gives a shit, Logan? It's
Congrats.
fine.
They
all that
fucking
matters
played
is
themselves, dude.
100%.
Traditional media. You believe in aliens, Tommy?
That's a solid. That's
Have you
That's a solid
had time
question.
to release some
Why
men?
did you all look over there?
Is
I
it?
thought I saw one.
Why is it so dark right now?
You're in London, fam.
Tinted glasses, isn't it?
No, really though. Have you had time?
See,
to
that's when I say in it like that. Tinted glasses.
That made
isn't
sense.
it? Yeah. See, that's when you
Is
say
that in tin glass in it?
tinted glasses, isn't it? Like sort of reinforces your point.
cement your beliefs in the extraterrestrial. Have you had time to do that?
No.
No, haven't even thought about it. No abstract or
I hope aliens are real. It'd be cool.
yeah.
I'll vlog with an alien.
I was gonna ask you. You'd put
Yeah,
one in.
Yeah, I would.
You'd collab with an alien.
Yeah.
Where do you think you're gonna be in 100 years?
Probably dead.
In it too. Can you describe that
Nope.
further? No.
Nope.
Fair enough.
Hey, what about in 5 years?
Two.
Going off the rails a bit, huh?
The tube. Not there yet, but thinking about the tube.
What do you think about Tesla bots, robots, and they go shopping for you?
Oh, all them robots. It's fine, isn't it? It's just a bit like, where's this going then, everyone?
To the grocery store.
Why are we all making robots?
Could you see yourself getting into a workout regimen and doing a body transformation for content?
What?
I bet you can't do 10 push-ups right now.
Nope. But I can make you cry.
No, you can't.
I can.
Because I'm a
I
sociopath.
can make you cry.
I'm just kidding. It's a joke. I'm not.
What?
could
Throwback,
make you
Shane
Tried
cry.
yesterday,
Dawson.
dude. And I'm a little
man.
emotional right now.
Crying's good.
I could probably cry
I
right
can make
now.
you cry, Logan.
You probably could. Go.
No,
Dude, the cadence of this conversation has gotten so choppy.
it would be too hurtful.
How many push-ups can you do?
I don't know. I walk to college, get the bus.
Tommy, how many push-ups do you think you can do?
I'm not gonna start doing push-ups.
I'm not asking you.
You are asking.
I'm not asking
you
you
want
to
me
do.
to start doing.
I'd like to see you do one.
Well, I'm very light. Like I'm very light. I don't have a lot of body weight, so I could probably do like 10. I reckon I could do 10. That's on the high end though. But then I'd be exhausted. And it's like,
I bet you'll dedicate a period of your life to working out.
yeah, it's really. I haven't done it yet, but it's especially when I move to Brighton. I want to I don't want to be fucking 6-pack boxer man like you. I just want to be a bit like I want to feel fit. Physical health and mental health are really important, right?
Facts,
You-
Tommy.
That was great.
One day, you are going to have a six-pack and muscles, and the photo's
I
going to go
don't care
viral.
for it.
It doesn't matter. You're going to have it, and the photo's going to go viral because people are going to be impressed with your transformation.
I don't
I
care
agree.
for that though.
I think you're the next Bryce Hall. I think if you get the six-pack, you can.
Isn't he the one that KSI hates?
I believe so. Yeah.
That doesn't really narrow it down, does it?
KSI has definitely had some people he hates.
How do you feel this podcast compares to the KSI podcast? Because he,
I
I was
been on the KSI, but what's the KSI?
no.
I
He was
feel
here.
like the KSI podcast actually flowed a lot better conversationally, you know?
He was on this podcast in your seat. And
Oh,
I was
really?
here. I was here.
I'm meeting him in like 2 weeks.
Oh, cool. Oh, you haven't met him yet?
No, I've met him once for like 5 minutes, but we're doing a thing.
Are you surprised with how the height of the of YouTubers you meet? Because you're tall, dude. You're 6'2".
6'3".
You're 6'2",
6'3",
man.
can you believe it? Even impresses Logan. And he's arrogant.
You love that word.
Oh, I do.
You love it. He
I do,
He got a
Logan.
couple
You-
words. He sticks with it. It's you also put on your Instagram captions. That's why I say it. I was looking at your captions today. You use
Well, I am
arrogant
a
lot.
model, and I am arrogant too, Logan. It's why I aspire to be like you. I need to be more arrogant. Logan, let's buy Lamborghinis.
gold Lamborghini.
I don't like Lambos.
Dude, OG, this was my favorite arc of any of the vlogs from like the Paul brothers back in the day. Anybody who's like, let's buy Lamborghinis together. Do you remember there was this like weird week where Logan and Jake Paul both went to Europe and they were both trying to buy Lamborghinis, but the Italian like Lamborghini company wouldn't let them have it once they got there. And it was just absolutely fascinating seeing them go through like Italy. They went to like these farms and vineyards and stuff. Their friend like owned land. It was crazy. And then in the end they didn't get the Lambos. It was fascinating.
Yeah, you do.
I don't like cars.
What do you buy with all of your lots of money?
NFTs,
and
bro.
Pokemon cards.
Only.
I'm not fucking kidding.
What about big mansions?
I like my money to make money.
Okay.
You have a lot of money. Don't let it sit around,
So
dude.
much money.
No,
I'm such a billionaire.
Hey, what's up,
But no one would
Eufy?
know. And I may or may not have gambled it all away, but who knows?
how much was that shirt?
Wilbur bought this for me because he said, you look really good in it. And I went, okay, Will. No, I wouldn't. And then he insisted he bought it for me. And now I've worn it every day.
How
What
much
a
is it?
king.
Like £40.
Wilbur's a sweetheart.
Really?
Sure. I don't know. It was ages ago.
I bet that's a designer shirt.
I got it from Urban Outfitters. And it has toothpaste.
Oh,
in it,
okay,
but
okay,
I need a
okay.
new one.
Cool. You messy when you brush your teeth? Is that what's
It
happening?
looks like
just spilling out.
Well, I think I just might be.
I know a girl who has to brush her teeth in the shower because it is so messy. Like, can you imagine? She literally has
What
to
a
brush
dumb
her.
ass.
I feel like this
Dumbass.
is turning into the awkward conversation you have with your with your friend's sibling, while like your friend runs up to change when you're about to go out and do something with them, and you have to find things to talk about with their little brother or something. You know what I'm saying? Like the vibe is just all over the
What a
place.
dumb-
That's what I'm saying. Like, how is that possible? Control your.
Like,
saliva.
oh yeah, I see the clouds. You like clouds? Oh shit! Like I see you have a clock. You like time?
You have overproductive saliva glands. Let me tell you.
Is that's the thing?
Let me tell you spit stories, Logan.
Cool.
When I was at the orthodontist, they were trying to do it in my mouth, but I just kept slobbering. So they were like,
They didn't put the vacuum down your throat.
no, they were like, we're not going to be able to do this. And one time in music, in year 11, I was talking, and it was 7 a.m., it was very early, and they asked me a question. I can't say full name. She asked me a question, did the teacher, and as I was talking, just a big bit of slobber came out, and everyone was looking at me, and I went, fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck. But, you know, I'm a slobberer, Logan. I have to go every now and then. Because
Saint
I just
Bernard,
slobber
you
a
know?
bit too much. But that's okay. That's just who I am, Logan.
That's great.
It's better than the opposite,
Do you slobber or not?
if you think about
Nah,
it.
not
All right,
much.
I'll stop then if you don't.
No, it's good.
No,
It's-
no. I want to be more like you.
I would no. I wish I had.
You wish you slobbered.
More productive saliva glands. I really do.
Why?
Something about being a dog excites me, and I feel like if I were able to slobber like a dog, that's cool.
No. No, it's not.
Take care, Mills.
I think you'll come to disagree when you're older.
You ever had really dry mouth? The opposite?
Oh, that's the
This
worst.
is going
Cottonmouth
weird.
sucks.
It's been
It's
weird
been
the whole
weird the whole
time.
time.
No.
Yes,
I
it
made
is.
it cool, calm, and collected and normal. You two have just made it weird.
Here's what you did. Came on the podcast. You challenged every guy in the room to a fight and said you did hard crack.
But that's just me, Logan.
Told no lies.
That's just who I am.
Stop patronizing me.
I'm not patronizing you. You just need to learn.
Learn what?
You just need to learn. Be
I
a
know-
better man. Be a better man.
What happens if you already know everything?
You remind me of a younger me.
I can't wait till he beats the shit out of you. I'm so excited for that.
You do,
He's gonna
Logan.
fuck you up,
remind
dude.
me of a younger me, and to that I only feel pity.
A younger you probably would have been a bit of a nightmare, no? Like, were you a smart ass when you were a kid?
yes.
Not really.
No, I don't
Just a
believe that.
standout
I'm bad at
lad
maths.
your whole life?
I'm just a standout guy, you know. I paddle through the angry tide, Logan. I sit on my little boat and I sit there as the waves bob, the waves of hate, and I go, not for me.
Yeah.
And then I come on your podcast.
You're a kid, dude. Look, you're 17. You're 17 years old.
Yeah.
Are you a lad or are you a chap? Because we landed on chap.
I reckon I'm a bit of a chap. I don't think.
What's
I
the difference? I don't understand the difference. Is it like Chad versus?
the lad. I'm sorry. I just am.
No gangs either. You don't.
You're not banging. You're not
Couldn't-
claiming
gang
that.
see
affiliated.
yourself, going under that one tunnel here. What's the tunnel with all the graffiti on it, with all the gangs hang out?
I didn't think you'd ask me.
No,
are
come
you in
on.
a gang?
Is that a real thing? There's just
100%.
a tunnel that gangs hang out.
We almost got slaughtered
What?
there. I'm not fucking kidding,
Let me
bro.
ask you a question, fam. When he said in 5
Also,
years
fam.
he's gonna find himself in a tube, what do you think he meant by that? Yeah, dog. He's claiming a set already,
Oh,
bro.
fire. Okay, that's what I meant.
He's repping a set, dude. 100%.
Cool.
You ever shanked somebody? What's your favorite food?
Noodles, yo sushi, wagamama. I like that. You ever had wagamama, Logan?
You asked me to get Nando's after the
wanna
podcast.
get-
Ooh, I want to try Nando's.
Peri peri chicken?
I kind of do, dude.
Okay.
Dude.
We can get Nando's.
Cool.
Do you have time?
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
get Nando's then.
Dude, you know what's so crazy? I remember when Jacob Sartorius was on, and not to compare you to Jacob Sartorius, but I'm gonna. And I remember thinking,
don't, Logan.
I'm
don't.
going to, in a good way. I remember thinking this was a mistake having this kid on the podcast. Because I realize he's so young. He doesn't have like anything that there's no substance, you know. And it's not his fault. He just hasn't lived enough life. And yet this kid, you're full of life.
Ooh,
And knowledge
compliment.
for some reason. How do you know things, dude? Like, how do you know things?
How are you so
I just,
wise?
Since I've had like, I think when I had like 2,000 subscribers, my rule was just like, it's the internet. Who gives a shit if someone ignores you? So whenever someone followed me, I just messaged them going, "Hi, can you call?" Like I just messaged you, "Hi, can I come on your podcast?" And you're like, "All right."
Yeah.
I just do that because it's like worst case they ignore you.
You're not afraid of rejection.
No, because it's
Girl
fine.
leaves you unseen in the DMs. How you feeling?
I block her.
Fuck that.
I
Yeah.
don't call her a bitch though. I go, "Excuse me, madam." You
Yeah, I
fucked
feel you.
up, and then I block her.
Yeah. Excuse me, madam. You fucked up.
You fucked up.
That's
Yeah, I say
hard.
that. But you know, I just have always just asked everyone. Like, I just think. Oh, I'm going all philosophical on you, Logan.
Go.
Yeah, I just think everyone around you all the time knows so much more than you, and if you just ask people, they tell you. And so many people just don't ask people about things because, like, it feels a bit weird or a bit rude. But then
And you don't want to seem stupid. That's one of the things I've noticed with myself is I have a desire to be perceived as not stupid. And so like I'll have questions, but I don't want to actually ask because I don't want people to think I'm dumb for having the question. So it's kind of courageous like to not worry about that, you know?
to acknowledge it, and then just like I find the more self-aware you are about things, it's like easier. And I think like, yeah,
That's a very good point.
Yeah, bro.
Surround
You know-
yourself with people that are smarter than you.
You
I
know
think
what
like everyone's a moron, but the more you accept that everyone's a fucking moron, the closer you can start. You just got to work on not being one, you know? Like, my biggest goal is just not being a dick, because that's my biggest fear over anything. Look at me, Logan. I'm so genuine.
That's
Did
good.
my PR team brief me on this?
Do you have a PR team?
Got me mum. She sometimes, if I'm apologising for something, I go, "Mum, what do you think of this?" She goes, "No, emphasise it more." And I go, "All right."
Wow. You know what I think? I have
What
a
do you
theory.
think?
I have a theory. I think Gen Z, kids born Tobo, kids born early 2000s, even you know maybe even like late 2000s. I think they're getting smarter, wiser, and more self-aware much sooner because of the internet.
I think it's just me.
I don't think so. I think your generation's a special one. I really do believe that your generation's going to change the world. Like.
I am. I'm the next.
Nah, I
Mr.
didn't say
Beast.
you, man.
I'm the next Mr. Beast.
You're the next.
I'm the next
PewDiePie meets
Mr.
Bo Burnham.
Yeah.
Meets Tommy
Meets
Innit.
Mr. Beast.
Meets Mr. Beast.
I want to be the next Mr. Beast.
Yeah, that's cool. That's aspirational and
I don't
good.
really.
But I really do think you're.
Do I confuse you?
I don't really have a brain.
Elaborate.
I don't have a brain.
That's it.
Okay. Oh, okay. I get you. That's pretty based.
Yeah, you confuse me, man. This is fast. This is fast. This is a fascinating dynamic. It started off so strong, and now I don't know who I am anymore.
I can confuse you, Logan.
Yeah. You ever get your IQ tested? You should do that.
No, I'm not. It doesn't really bother me. I think I did it once on a stream, and I had a pretty low IQ, and I went, "Oh, all right."
No way.
Yeah, way.
No way.
I can't do maths, Logan. I'm bad at maths.
Are you getting good grades in school?
Well, I do film and TV in my college, so I'm not like it's like just a class for that. But in school, I did like a year and a half ago. I was really bad at maths and science, and then English language was the one I got like an A star, which that was my big one.
I'm not surprised.
I really like English and talking. So it's great.
Tommy has super high verbal IQ. Like he's got a really high vocabulary of words that he can integrate into his language easily, right? It's kind of because it's curious because like some people can have really high IQs and not necessarily have verbal IQ, even though they're correlated. It's interesting.
It's the best.
A lot of comedians they love language, and one of the reasons they love it is because they're good at it. Does that make sense? Like you tend to like what you're good at, and it sort of creates a cycle. So a lot of comedians love words, so they have very high verbal IQ.
I was talking with someone about this the other day. The one class that I loved in high school, AP Language. It taught me everything I know about just communication and like syntax, grammar. Language is number one, dude.
Rhetoric?
Language is absolutely number one
Underrated.
paramount to anything that you do in real life. So yeah, and I can tell with you, you do have that like. So it's one of the first things I said. I was like, you're articulate.
Thank you.
You know words. Like you arrogant.
You know
That's a pretty big word
words.
for you. I feel.
Oh, you are
I am what?
arrogant.
Arrogant.
No, you are.
No, I'm not.
You captioned it on your Instagram.
No,
photo.
no,
You love
no.
it.
Logan, I'm based and grounded, and I'm not self-aware about it, and that's what makes it even better.
You
I'm
feel
the
like you
most
can
humble.
be arrogant. like I often wonder this with like comedians. Are they really actually arrogant, but they hide behind the veil of comedy?
Yes, some of
Yeah.
them.
You like, you make a joke, you're like, oh, it's a joke.
Well, like Bo Burnham's song "Art Is Dead" is pretty. Like he's basically like the equivalent of "Art Is Dead" is imagine if you posted a YouTube video going, "I've got a This is what my mate Wilbur's hot take is. I haven't watched it many a time. He basically said, sorry, Will and Bo Burnham, if you see this, but he basically went, imagine if you went. Have you heard the song "Art Is Dead"?
Yes.
Like imagine if you went live and had a poem and went, "Here it is. My job is so easy, and I make so much more money than all of you, and it sucks, and it's not fair, but I do." And it doesn't make any sense, but I make so much more money, and I'm so famous, and it's hard, but it's much less hard than what you have to go through. I'm sorry. This song helps me sleep at night. You go, what a fucking arsehole. But he does it in a song that makes it. And I haven't watched Art Is Dead that many times, so I haven't sat and fucking worked out. But that's Will's point of view on it, and everyone on Twitter disagrees because they're like, oh, you missed the point of the song. But it's like... Yeah, I think comedy makes it a lot more easy to be arrogant because you can't tell when someone's being sarcastic or not. But I try and like, there's clear moments in this podcast. Someone could timestamp when I'm clearly being genuine or just saying shit.
Yeah.
It's quite easy to avoid shit if you just fucking keep swapping between. It also confuses you.
Yeah,
It's brilliant.
agree. Which you're doing a great job
Yeah,
at.
thank you.
You could
Mini
prob-
Minter was really comfy. He didn't get me before.
A lot of people probably don't.
It's great.
I'm not kidding. You sort of
The
have to.
comments do.
Yeah, well,
YouTube.
and your audience does, and like the people who are watching this podcast.
Like
will,
the
'cause-
Simon viewers don't get me. They just think I'm just an arsehole because I keep telling KSI
You're
I could beat him up.
Yeah,
But
bro.
that's funny.
You're very sarcastic. You're very dry. Bro, you told me you were going to fucking sit on me, dude. We tweeted back. Yeah, bro. You said you and your boy are going to use me as a park
Me
bench.
and Ram, yeah, we will. Anyway, sorry, go on.
I want to see that.
Nah, I think we're done, dude.
Yeah, I think that's probably for the
I'm having a
best.
brilliant
I'm surprised.
You are brilliant.
To be honest, I've kind of been surprised this has gone as long as it has.
That's why.
Thank you. Logan.
You go
fly
ahead.
me. You do
Go
fly
ahead.
me.
Other people have called brilliant. No, I'm not even going to say. Never mind. You're on the list with Tana Mojo. Let's put it like
wow,
that.
Hey, there we go.
You and Tana Mojo are like this.
From Tanacon.
From Tana.
Yeah, from TanaCon.
I
That-
want to be on the brilliant list.
No,
Oh.
absolutely
off.
not.
Take
I'm
me
just
off.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
How's
yeah,
Jake doing these days?
Do you like him?
I don't know him.
Do people call you Jake Paul ever?
Nope.
Must be nice. Yeah, he's good.
Cool.
Yeah. Well, guys, thanks for watching Impaulsive.
I think there were a lot of really great moments here, but I feel like Logan got put off kilter by Tommy pretty early, and I think he actually kind of sensed that Tommy was right about some of his criticism, and so it made him want to get more, and so he kept it going, because usually Logan doesn't go this long.
One podcast in
Thanks
the world.
for watching.
Yeah, we're doing a video for your channel, your vlog
Yeah,
channel.
Tom Simon. Shall I shout out my channel?
Yes.
Yes, dude. I'm excited for the vlog.
So, guys, you can hit
Ah,
the
we'll have to watch it when I get back. Damn it.
subscribe button on this channel.
Subscribe, guys. Only a small percentage.
Of what?
I can do my subscribe voice if you want.
Sure.
Really?
Yeah, please.
Guys, most people find this podcast annoying at first and for lots of time. So please do subscribe. It's completely free and you can always unsubscribe later. Only a small percentage of the viewers are subscribed, so please just double check. It's completely free and it takes 2 seconds of your time.
My turn. Thank you guys
Okay.
for listening,
Yeah,
watching,
yeah,
viewing, and subscribe. No, it was good. That was
Was
fantastic.
it good? Was it good?
Yeah, bro. I could
You
tell.
can cut that if you want. You
No,
can cut-
we're 100%
I
cutting
felt
it.
arrogant there, Logan. I was arrogant.
It was good.
I was arrogant.
It takes 2 seconds of your time.
I liked it.
No, it's great. It's
It was
fantastic.
arrogant. It was arrogant.
It was not
It was
arrogant.
arrogant. I'm just an arrogant guy who hides behind.
I feel like this was the podcast that Mike was on and talked the least by far.
We have yet to find out if that's true.
Oh no, I am so arrogant, Logan. Let's go to Nando's and talk about objectifying things.
Sounds like a horrible idea. Fantastic.
Let's
All right,
do it.
guys, that's it. We love TommyInnit. Thank you for coming on
Thanks for
Impaulsive,
having me
bro.
on, man.
Of course,
No,
of
it's
course. Yeah.
brilliant.
We'll see you next time, Jordy. Thank you for letting us bum your set again.
thanks,
And
Jordy.
He's somewhere. Do you flip me off? Oh, that was a thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Yeah, I thought you went.
Jordy's fingers
All
are
right, we're
all
done.
kind
Bye.
of the same size. You just got like a handful of hot dogs.
Bye.
That was weird. There was some gyms in there, but that was very weird.